Welcome back to the Shonen Post podcast. This is episode 13, and I'm your host, Yato. Once again, I'm joined by my co host, Knox.
Yes, sir.
And on this channel, we talk about 9 different weekly manga that you should be reading. Those titles include Chainsaw Man, Centuria, Dandadan, Gachiakuta, Galaxias, Ranger Reject, Ichi the Witch, Astro Royale, and Kagurabachi. Today, we are down another member. Our poor Greek weeb is sick and in bed, so he's taking a rest. But alas, it's the Just Us League this time. A couple extra things. Since it's a short week, there's no weekly Shonen Jump. We'll take a couple minutes at the end of the show to go over some comments because there's a lot of comments in last week's episode, and we might start doing this thing where at the end of during the week we'll look at the comment and screenshot our favorite comment and post it in the community section for comments of the week. So check that out. Look around, look in the community section, or just keep your eyes out. Maybe like Wednesday or something for a comment, and you can go in there and agree, disagree. Whatever you want to do. Go in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing people have been asking about us putting the podcast on Apple Music and stuff like that. I don't know if we said it publicly or like on the show already, but for people who are looking forward to that and asking what's going on, we want to first get to 1,000 subscribers on the channel so we can start getting monetized and stuff like that. And we don't want to put it on other platforms that could possibly take away from that for now. So if you want the podcast to be on those other platforms and you want subscribed, you know how to change it.
Yeah.
You can speed up that process.
You gotta teabag that subscribe button and tongue punch that notification bell.
Yeah, and donkey kick the comment section, all those good things. Anyway, there's going to be timestamps in the description below for, time so that you can skip the segments that you might not be caught up on, so you can jump straight to the stuff that you want to listen to. If you aren't subscribed and all that good stuff, do that. If you know somebody who reads, some of these stories, like maybe they read Galaxias or Astro Royale or something, and maybe you don't read them, but they do. Send them the link, man. Send them the podcast because we're trying to get more people in here to listen to this show. For maybe they check out some manga that not a lot of people talk about that we talk about, and we'd appreciate more viewers and stuff like that. Another thing is, we apply things that we see people comment in our comment section pretty often. We've changed our thumbnails and had a couple other changes that were suggested by viewers. So don't be afraid to put your comment in that section and your thoughts and all that other good stuff. But I'm kind of rambling and stumbling and spaghettiing all over myself at this point. So let's just jump right into it with Chainsaw Man chapter 189, Heart Pass Octopus. And, what's your thoughts, man?
Wow, man. Like, I'm so okay. So we've been doing this like Denji eating stuff and it showing up, through Pochita Man, like for 2 chapters now or something like that. Well, I guess we were on a really big break, so we only really talked about like what's going on one time before. But I'm so mad that none of us thought like, dude, they could just like loophole this entire dimension space by just like jumping into Denji's mouth and coming out the other end, right?
Yeah.
We never said that shit.
I feel like no one, like this is one of those things where it feels like it's obvious, like duh, like
now that the chapter's out that shows it, like we should have predicted that. We had enough there.
Yeah, I feel silly for not like guessing that his mouth would act as a portal and just shooting things to the other dimension. But I mean, at the same time, we've never had a case where like Denji was somewhere and Pochita was somewhere else. So I mean, it's like, when would you ever think about this type of shit?
Yeah.
But Denji got that throat on him. He throat golden. Like
guzzler.
Yeah, this
real
page,
guzzler.
There's like multiple pages here where just like this page with Yoshida's arm. This shit looks so comical. His mouth is huge. This isn't how human mouths. Like nobody's mouth is that big.
Man, the one where Yoru is like halfway in, halfway out is even crazier, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, the meme potential on these is fucking insane, bro.
Yeah, like I can see people posting this being like
the dick eating is crazy.
That or like if somebody like some girl posts like a fan like a cosplay or something, somebody just comments like me and you or some shit. Like
this could be us, but you playing.
Yeah, just straight ass eating, bro. Denji a full on butt eater. we already knew he was willing to do some, some shit. But
Yeah, didn't he even say like, "Oh, tongue punch your fart box, Yoshida"?
yeah, he said that to Yoshida or whatever back in the day. But now
Yeah,
we see that he really about that.
he wasn't lying.
Yeah, it's funny that like last chapter ends with him going like, "May I reach into your throat" or whatever, but like we didn't see Digi. Like we saw Digi look at him like, "Oh man" or whatever, like this
Hmm.
nigga. But we never saw like Digi going like, what's the goal, man?" We didn't like he asked, and then the next thing we know, the hand is reaching. So we didn't see Denji like go like, "No." There wasn't like a tussle, like, "No, you can't do it," or like, what are you trying to do?" Or like,
Right.
I don't trust this guy. It just happens, and I wish I could have seen like Denji going like, "Nah, this is weird, man." And
Yeah.
uh,
It's some
but
Looney Tunes shit though.
yeah, bro reached into that fucking. This is like the fucking pulling a rabbit out of a hat ass shit. Yeah,
Type shit.
like
Yeah, it's like
he
some
straight
shit you see
reach.
in The Mask.
Yeah. Like he just reach in there and pull out a fucking fire hydrant or something. Like that's where I kept that thing. Like what the fuck?
I'm just like
This
remembering in the movie The Mask, like at the end, like in the climax when the bomb's about to go off and Cameron Diaz is like, "Save me, Jim Carrey," and he like finally gets the mask back on and just like takes all the dynamite and like unhinges his jaw and like eats the whole bomb and his stomach like inflates like fucking Gear 4 or some shit, and then he just
yeah.
like burps. He's like, "That's a spicy meatball."
Bro, I honestly have not seen that movie since like the year it came out. It's legit been like 26 years since I've seen that shit. Yeah,
Yeah, I watched
I,
it recently, if you can't tell.
yeah, because I can't even remember Cameron Diaz being in that shit.
Like
Like
earlier in
I gotta,
2024, I think my son was like, "What's this, Dada?" And I was like, "Oh, let me tell you something. This was the
oh
era, baby."
yeah, it was elite movie. Yeah, Dingy
Yeah,
would have fucked with it.
yeah, nah, for sure. But
Yeah, but
yeah, nah, when Yoru popped out the mouth and tried to bang, bro, and he dodged it, and then she's like, "I can't see shit," and then she like hopped in so that she could see and aim her shit, and he just had the finger, and he's like, "Bang!" I was like, "Uh oh, no!" And, like I thought her head was
yeah,
just gonna explode. I was like, "Wait, you can't do that." And I turned the page, and she's just old. I was like,
yeah.
"Oh, you play too much, bro."
Yeah, I wonder. Like, she's sweating when he says that, so I guess she was like, "Wait," like for a second, like in her head, she was like, Can he do that?" It's, she's like, "Holy shit, I'm
Yeah,
about to get below the smithy." Like, imagine if it did work, or like you just didn't see the like her old page, and like
yeah,
Digi spits her out, and it's just a fucking
half
her
a
upper body's
person.
gone.
Yeah,
It's like what the fuck happened in there? Yeah.
no.
Yeah, no, but this is crazy. Like just blind firing. Like
Yeah, that's
she
wild.
yeah, I would have just like if I was her, like I would have stuck my head in there, but I would have just like spun around. Like I just would have kept banging in different directions. Yeah, just
Yeah, I mean, you kind of gotta
everybody.
like hope that Pochita's looking where he needs to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Just I would have just said fuck it. Yeah,
Yeah,
just spray all directions. Pachita spin around. Like
right.
Denji just gotta like
360 degrees spray and pray.
yeah, just or imagine like if she would have fired that big bullet with the fucking like the Statue of Liberty just
Oh
out
my
of
lord.
like from Dingy's mouth from the other dimension, just big bullet the fucking planet.
Yeah, that's a couple
It's like I'm not
dimensions up
there.
at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'm not there. Fuck it, shoot the ground, blow this whole bitch up, yo.
Yeah.
That's what
Uh,
I would have did, but nah, this is crazy stuff, and
Something I was thinking about, like, if you go on page 11, I don't know if this is like something that's been noticed before or if it's been happening with the aging double throughout part 2 of Chainsaw Man. But on page 11, he's like large intestine. Old girl starts
mm,
gurking up blood or whatever. And then, like, the next panel is like hostility only adds to the body count. And then there's another panel where he's speaking again that says, "I couldn't agree more. This fight is futile." So, like, these three heads, like, all have different dialogue. Like, are they talking to each other?
yeah, I don't think they're talking to each other, but like they're just kind of all like in the same conversation. So it's like
Right. Like, because
all
he's saying,
three of them are talking to us.
oh, okay. Because like the way that I kind of interpreted it is like one face is saying like hostility only adds to the body count, and then another face is like, indubitably, I concur.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
concur. Like they're talking to each other or some shit. It reminds me of God, what does that remind me of? It's something I want to say like the hear not, see not, and speak not monkeys in
yeah.
something like
Wasn't that like the Fates and like Hercules or something too? Were they like that or no? That wasn't the
uh
thing. They were like they were like C Not and shit. Like they had the
Yeah.
monkey C.
It
I had
was
to look that
something
up.
like the god. Someone in the comments remind me of like what I'm thinking of, where it's like three faces that all have different dialogue and they be talking to each other and shit. Like they all have different personalities on the same body, but it's like three heads or something. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, I mean
maybe there's
that's
a Cerberus in some kind of
yeah,
fictional
yeah.
story somewhere that be doing that. I don't know.
Was Voldemort on that shit or no?
Dude, I
Voldemort
don't
was
know.
like
I stopped reading that shit at like I think the last Harry Potter book I read was Prisoner of Azkaban.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember either. But yeah, it definitely seems like I mean, I think the speech bubble arrows could be a little better at making the,
Right.
showing that they're all three, but I think they all might be talking, yeah.
Yeah, it's just something that I like noticed on in this chapter, and I was like, bro, have they been doing that?
Yeah, I think so, but it's hard to tell. But the large intestine thing, I'm guessing like when the aging devil like says large intestine, maybe they're like aging her large intestine or something. Like are they
Oh, I figured it was just like contractual like stuff where it's like, yo, I'm a devil, you want to use some of my power, or I need something from you, you need to give me
mm,
something in order for me to do something for you type shit. Because later in the chapter, Yoshida gets like the heart of this girl that's dying like on the ground or whatever. She's like, Yoshida senpai, I give you my heart, and he's like, bet, thank you, and then like can use more of his power or something suddenly. So like I always figure, because like if you think about like Kishibe for example, Kishibe, there was dialogue related to him, like some devil had like scanned his body and was like, dude, you barely have any organs left, how many contracts have you
yeah.
made with devils, bro? Like you just be giving your shit up, like to this devil and that devil in exchange for whatever boost you need at any kind of time or whatever. They're like, you are just about done with all your
Mm,
living, my G. Like you got a
okay.
pancreas and a lung left and that's it.
Okay, so maybe in this case, Mifune is contracted with the aging devil, and by the aging devil saying large intestine, it's like taking her large intestine. That's why she's on the ground, and it causes her to causes the aging devil to revive itself. Like it's
Yeah,
like
something like that.
healing. Yeah, it like ate her fucking intestine, and now it's healing itself. But then she appears again. Like this is the same
Yeah,
girl.
but see, yeah, exactly. Like there's multiple versions of the. I forgot her name was Mifune, but there's like multiple versions of her doing shit. I feel like I feel like I've missed something because this seems like too like weird of a situation to just like include in the chapter. That feels
Yeah.
like there was like an explanation for it of some kind earlier in the story that I'm just like forgetting. Like why are there two of them? Why is nobody like a well, I guess you do get like kind of this page on page 13. He's like, Hardy, aren't I? I'm still alive.
Yeah.
She's like looking down at herself, and even the aging devil's like, like kinda he has like a reaction to it. Like, I promised myself that in my dying moment I'd side with the likelier winner. Well, I'll leave it to you. And she's like, okay. So it's like, I don't even know what's happening right now, to be honest
Yeah,
with
yeah,
you.
it's hard to tell. And it's like,
Yeah.
did I miss something
It
or
makes
is
me
it
feel
just
like I
not like
did. Yeah.
yeah, I can't remember if she had if excuse me, if they mentioned like what her who she was contracted with or anything, but it's definitely weird that she appears and it's like, "Hey, look at me, I'm on the ground dying" or whatever. And it's just like, like what's the side she promised to like who is she choosing to side with here?
I think she was
I'm
originally
guessing
sided with the aging devil, but then is like, yo, Pochita Man is kind of piecing you up right now. And they got Yoshida like reaching through and doing shit. You got Yoru throwing bangs out here. It looks like you might lose this. So I'm switching teams to Denji team right now. And then immediately
yeah.
after that, she's like, Yoshida Senpai, I'll give you my heart. So I think that kind of implies like what side she was on versus what side she's now on.
She was probably locked in, like, oh yeah, if you can get put the fucking Pachita to do what you say, then yeah, I got you. I'll be on your team. But then she sees that like Pachita is still just doing whatever the fuck he wants. It's like, you know what, you don't got control of the situation, so I'm back on fucking Chainsaw team.
Right. Yeah, something
But
like that.
need to know what the fuck the deal is with her now though, because this is very weird. And it's like, for a second, like part of me wants to go like, oh, this is some octopus shit because fucking I'm drawing weird connected dots, and I'm like, octopus tentacles, and you chop off a fucking lizard's tail and it fucking regenerates and stuff,
Regrows.
and I'm
Yeah.
just like, is this like a regrown octopus thing, or is she somewhat related, or I don't know.
I
There's
think this chapter also kind of confirmed because we were talking about last week about like is Yoshida the actual octopus devil? Is he a fiend even though he doesn't
yeah,
have any kind of like you know any kind of because I think the thing about fiends is that they have some kind of physical, um what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not like augment, it's not like, it's like some kind of like disfiguration or some kind of like,
Yeah.
physical cue or
Yeah.
uh thing that shows that they're not like entirely human or whatever. Like Power had like horns and like shark teeth, fucking
Yeah.
Beam had like, I don't
The
know,
shark
a
head.
shark head, yeah, et
Yeah.
cetera, et cetera. And then you had like Violence, who like, had some crazy Picasso face or something like that underneath his plague doctor mask. So
Yeah.
it's like Yoshida doesn't have any of that going on. Like he's clean. Like he looks like an actual person. So like I
Yeah.
don't think he's a fiend. But we were talking about whether or not he was actually the octopus devil. But here he's actually talking to Octopus like, yo, I'll let you have Mifune's heart swallow. And then what I'm assuming is the actual Octopus devil's design kind of like comes breaking through this house at the end of or this building at the end of the chapter on this last splash page. So it's like I think we know now that wasn't the case, that he was actually the Octopus Devil himself, right?
Yeah, for sure. So
Yeah.
it just makes it kind of more weird that like the octopus got eaten. Like we never like where was this? Like it still kind of raises that question. Like, does eating Yoshida like also eat the octopus devil? Like
Like, yeah,
was
if you eat the devil, do you also technically have eaten any human who is contracted with it?
yeah.
Would that have to be the explanation then?
Or I think like the way I saw it was like you eat. Like I was thinking Yoshida is the only person contracted with it, and so eating Yoshida removes it from play completely because it was like 100% in Yoshida or whatever.
Well, yeah, because we
Maybe
were
it,
talking about like if he because when he ate the octopus, he also ate like bitterness and cold and like whatever, what have you. Because I
yeah,
was like, when did he eat Yoshida last week? He's like, well, he ate octopus
yeah.
with
But
all of these
he,
other things. So then why is Yoshida here if he ate the
yeah,
octopus devil? And that's what sparked the conversation about him potentially
yeah.
being octopus itself.
It
But
was just weird because he actually spit up other devils though. Like he spit up
right.
snow and he spit up
So does
bitterness.
that mean that like no human was like contracted with any of those devils then? And
Probably
like
not. That's what I'm thinking.
this is the first devil that he ate that was contracted with a human that he also puked up.
That's
Because
what I'm
like if
thinking.
he would have eaten another devil that had a contract with a human, would he be able to puke up those humans too by puking up those devils? I don't fucking know. This shit is like so.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
starting
don't
to
know.
feel like weird just like saying shit about it now. I'm like,
Yeah, and
I
it's
just said the
like
word devil like 19 times.
Yeah, and it's like clearly like people don't got to get chewed up, like because Denji just stuffed fucking Asa's whole body in his mouth. So I guess like could Pochita have just like grabbed Yoshida, threw his whole body in his mouth without chewing him, like and that just he just like vanishes to another dimension, like it's just in his stomach is just another world
Yeah, there's
and shit.
definitely like a pocket space. Like we need to get vision inside of Denji and Pochita's like stomach at some
Yeah,
point, because like it's very much so a portal in that way, at least in this situation
yeah,
where one half of Chainsaw Man is in the aging devil dimension and the other half of Chainsaw Man is in the real world. So like if it works like that, like you have to assume that he could just swallow things whole and they just like kick it in like belly purgatory
yeah.
or something.
Yeah, it's just if in a case like this where Pachita is up, then that also just the purgatory isn't like there's a door that's opened that's normally closed and they're just going out the other door like when somebody runs through the front door and just keep straight until they hit the back door and keep going, but normally that back door is closed, so now you're just chilling in the house. But in
Right.
this case, the back door is open, so you can just throw a ball straight from the front yard to the backyard type shit.
Yeah.
So they're just ending up in that backyard.
Yeah.
But
That's crazy though that he brought out like he got old girl's heart, and then it feels like the octopus devil is like fully manifesting itself in ways that we've like never seen before. Like this shit has never had a face before. And I remember like the very first time he manifested the octopus devil in part 1, it was like this huge mass of tentacles that like broke his fall or something like that.
yeah,
And I was like, oh damn, that's fucking cool. I didn't think about like what the rest of it could look like.
yeah,
But we got like crazy, tentacle lady like Centuria type shit going on right now, busting through this house. So next chapter is gonna be a doozy.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, like, I wonder if it's gonna have like more to his body, but like, or just is it gonna be like the type of devil that's just a head? But I mean,
Oh, kind of like Cone when Aki was like summoning the
yeah,
fucking like wolf with like 15 eyes or whatever.
that
Uh,
or like how like the
We got
bat
that
devil is a
scene
bat.
though. Yeah, like we got that scene. We've got this scene a couple times actually with Cone, where like it's just a head breaking through like a building, just like
Yeah,
this. Oh
yeah, but like
shit!
at the same time, an octopus really is just a head and tentacles. Like it doesn't
True.
normally have like a fucking big full body or whatever. But like Typhoon or whatever, it was just like a baby head in a fucking typhoon.
Oh, I forgot about that with the
Yeah,
in the Retse arc.
yeah. Like there's some devils that I
Oh,
think are just like heads with like things like appendages and shit attached. But some devils are like the bat devil where it's an actual bat. But
yeah.
this one, I mean,
Or
it's an
maybe in all of those
octopus.
circumstances, they like weren't fully manifested either in those
Yeah,
circumstances, and that's just all you got from like the amount of organs that were given up in whatever contractual
true.
like moment that you needed it. Yeah,
True.
yeah,
But and I mean in this case, I wonder what the fuck like the octopus devil can do that the war devil couldn't. Like what's the plan here? Because we got an actual horseman
yeah.
here that's like
I mean, shit. It looks like
getting
it's just like big AOE damage right now.
yeah, maybe she'll ink the whole fucking block down or something.
Ink my whole body on, give a motherfucker.
What? But yeah, we got suction cups and we got ink and
How'd you
it'd be crazy.
enunciate it like that? We got
Suction.
suction cups.
Yeah, gotta let them know, yeah.
Big
Um,
suck.
It'd be crazy if like because this side profile looks kind of crazy, but like it'll be nuts if like Fujimoto like next chapter he draws like the frontal view and she's like beautiful. It's like
Oh, I need
fucking
that.
very attractive like fucking octopus devil woman and everybody's like in love with her.
Oh yeah, I'm making a contract too. You can have all my shit.
Yeah, I feel like she might be in love with Yoshida or whatever. I can see
Ooh,
that.
okay.
This devil specifically just is in love with a human for some reason, and he's just kind of like playboy in it.
I could see that.
Yeah, but um, yeah, I don't know. Just another Fujimoto chapter doing Fujimoto things.
Hmm.
Aging devil hit Asa with the age. She looked crazy as hell.
Yeah, she did.
Um, but they told her she's beautiful, so it's all good. She got a
Yeah, that
face
was such
back.
a funny moment. You like made her
Uh,
like gross on like one panel, and then she comes back. She's like, "Oh, am I still hot?" They're like, "Yeah, you good." She's like,
yeah.
"I bet."
Even like I think this the only thing Digi said in this chapter. I think he said you're cute, and it's like I don't think he said another word. Well, he's
Yeah, except for the gherkins. Yeah.
yeah, that throat music, yeah, letting out them glurks, yeah,
No, not
yeah.
throat music,
That's
bro.
literally all he said, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, that boy got a throat on him, bro.
Nah, for real. Real guzzler.
Yeah, but I think I'm spent for chapter 189. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's just two of us. For as straightforward as the chapter was, I think we squeezed water out of a rock this segment. So
Yep,
I
yep.
am all good on Chainsaw Man.
All right, well, that's going to do it for Chainsaw Man chapter 189. And now for Centuria chapter 38, Before the Storm. We jump straight into what ended last week with Julian potentially losing his V card, but
No.
luckily luckily it looks like he keeps that. They talk about him being a slave and not part of the royal family or whatever. And I feel like that's something we kind of talked about last week with the whole bloodline not being as diluted as much or whatever. The powers not being, as watered down as they would if she were to have a child by
I see
someone in
what you
her own
did
family.
there.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
But she even makes a comment on it. It's like, this is even better than inbreeding because like you got like crazy like powers. Like you were able to kill my brother and whatnot. So
yeah,
like you not even being royalty and being this strong actually like works better because then we don't have to like deal with any like weird mutation stuff. Like we don't got no hills have eyes shit going on like by trying to have kids with siblings or whatever. I mean,
yeah,
that's not even how it like worked in Hills Have Eyes, but you know what I
yeah, yeah.
mean. But like, yeah, it's like, nah, this is even better because your blood is still
So
crazy
pure.
good, yeah, despite not being related to me. So like, that's even more reason that we should do this. But yeah, old girl ran up. TT was like, fuck no.
Yeah, get the fuck off him, bro. Yeah, it's like, okay, that kind of answered the question. She said, I didn't know you guys had that kind of relationship, and TT's like, we don't, but still can't do that. So yeah, they definitely she working on it. She trying to get that Julian,
Yeah.
trying to get that Big J. Um,
Big J.
but obviously Julian probably has no fucking clue that TT has those kind of feelings for him because he's a
Because he's a
blockhead. But
shonen main character who's oblivious
yeah,
to all advances and cues.
yeah, he can't see this. He just no clue what her deal is. Just like, thanks TT for saving me is what he's probably thinking.
Yeah.
But they're pulling them apart from fucking one limb, both of them on each side of them pulling and shit. And the shonen thing, they're doing the thing.
Yeah.
Uh, she's like, I'll let you off the hook for now, but I should warn you, know your location or whatever. And it's interesting kind of caveat on this power here. So like
Yeah, I
she
love
she got
that.
the location from somebody who has the ability to detect people, but it's a 6-month cooldown. Like
Yeah.
I've never heard of a 6 month, bro. 6 months is crazy.
I don't care. That's butterscotch. Like whenever you have like the more like um I don't know. Like we talk about it all the time with like power system related stuff, you know what I mean? Like the more like limits and rules and, bells and whistles that you like put on an
Mm,
ability, the more interesting it is and just like the better it feels, you know what I mean? Because then the audience has a lot more to think about than just like, oh, he's throwing a fire punch. Is it gonna land? Oh, it landed. Did it do enough damage? Oh, like I guess not. Okay, the opponent's coming back with an ice punch. Is it gonna land? You know what I mean? Like that can work and it has worked or whatever, but I just prefer, when there's a little bit more, depth to it in regard
yeah,
to like, oh, okay, you can do this, but after you do this, you have to, wait 6 months before you can do it again. So what do you do in the meantime? It gives
yeah.
you a lot more to think about. It just like feels like better and feels like more real.
It's just in this case, it's kind of like a weird thing to have like such a large cooldown on because it's not like a massive attack or whatever, and it's not. We don't know whose ability it is and like how many other abilities they have. But I feel like
Yeah,
it's cool if they have like a ton of like similar abilities, and it's just like I can only do this one. And like, what is it that allows them to do it? Like, why is it 6 months? Is it like you can only do it after fucking growing a cherry tree or something, and it takes six
yeah,
months to do that? Like,
right.
what is it that causes the 6 months, and why can't you do it? And like, what else can you do in the meantime? And
Yeah.
is it a combatant? Is it a combative type
It doesn't
character, or is
seem
it?
like it's not like a crazy like big like damage attack or anything like that, but for the
Yeah,
circumstance at hand where they're trying to find someone across like large distances that could be anywhere, you're trying to find a needle in a haystack, this is a very broken ability. So giving it like a 6 month cooldown is just like, I don't know, it makes sense for what they need to use it for in this situation. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Because it's like otherwise, there's
and
just going to be nonstop enemies coming through like a revolving door. Like we always know where you are, and it's just like constant, stress or whatever. But it's like we need that downtime for like character related stuff and to move from location to location. And you can't just have like enemies coming through a fucking, through that revolving door like that, constantly always knowing where you are for like narrative stuff. So it just feels really good to have a
yeah.
cooldown like that.
It's interesting that it's like it seems to be a very pinpoint accurate ability too. Like she ran straight to where they were. And I feel like normally, it's like, yeah, he's over in, fucking Williamsburg or something. You gotta go find him. But like she ran straight to the castle. So I guess like they pull up a fucking crystal ball and it's like, woo, 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 wibbity wobbly. Here's
Yeah,
the location of the dude. And she points, they point straight to the castle. It's like, he's here. It's
yeah.
like,
Lucas even says it. He's like, in other words, they'll definitely be found half a year from now. Like that's the
yeah.
pinpoint accuracy that we're talking about here. It doesn't matter where you go, doesn't matter where you try to hide. As soon as that cooldown is up, they're going to know your exact location and come to you.
It's also like I feel like you can play with that. Like if now that they know the trick, like every 6 months, like if they find out when the 6 months is up, it's like every 6 months you can just bounce, and it's like like 6 months from now we'll crash at the fucking Hampton Inn, and then like we'll wait 2 days. They'll know we're here, and then we'll go fucking stay at the fucking Hyatt or whatever, and like we'll
Yeah,
just
unless there's
we'll,
unless there's more to it, right? Unless it's like there's a certain window of time where they'll just always know your location. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
like let's say the 6 months is up and then they get your location, and then for like the next like 2 weeks, it doesn't matter where you go, they can see where you are, and that's enough
Yeah.
time to like send, someone wherever you go. Yeah.
Yeah. It's also
It's
interesting that she says like it's from someone with the power to trace bonds, and it's like what bond are they tracing? Like
yeah.
what who are they like?
They have to have come in contact with them at some point in order to like create the bond.
I could see it, I guess, but that would mean that it's somebody who came in contact with either Julian, Diana, or TT, and it's like I guess Elstree, but I feel like Elstree
Is not the
having the
one
like,
who can do it. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it would be
So who else
Elstree.
was there in the Arcos arc then? I guess we'd
Um,
have to go back and like see who, because if it is that kind of condition to where you have to have like either seen the person before or had some kind of conversation with them before, etc., then we'd have to go back to that arc and see like who was all present on Elstree's side and then
yeah,
connect dots that way. But I'm not doing
unless
that right now.
yeah. I mean, I just don't think there's. I don't think that's even the thing. Like, I don't know. I
Sure.
feel like maybe it could be just like by killing Arcos that created a like hate bond from like what's this girl's name again? The sister.
Lacrima.
Yeah, Lacrima. Maybe she now has a bond like with Julian because she wants to kill him, even though she doesn't know him or something. And it's like, yeah, you can kind of like spirit link and find the guy I want to kill or something. I don't know. It seems like there's definitely there needs to be more information on this bond and this whole ability to track someone. How long can you track them, and what are their conditions other than 6 months? Um, yeah, I just want to know what the fuck they mean by bonds. Like, are they
Yeah.
tracing this fucking Julian and Diana's bond because they have a bond or something? I don't know.
Oh, okay. I
Um,
see what you're saying.
yeah, just like what are
I
they
would
like
assume that
honing
it
in
has
on?
to be some kind of bond between the user of the ability and the person they're trying to locate.
Yeah, that's what I want to think too. But it's just like who the fuck? Unless somebody like unless Julian is secretly related to someone and someone knows that or whatever. Like
Oh
yeah, this my
shit.
cousin and Julian don't know or whatever, and they know that Julian is there. But I
Yeah.
don't know. For now, it just feels weird. There needs to be more information, but I'm gonna let
Oh,
it
I
slide.
mean shit, now that you mention it, we got some like might know people on Elstree's side type writing in here because Lacrima runs up on him and oh, he knows the Margrave,
Yeah,
which used to be one of the royal knights on the king side.
yeah.
Yo, yeah, the Margrave used to be one of Father's Black Knights. So maybe they're tracing that bond because like, bro, this chapter really is selling the idea that Lucas is like maybe on some fuck shit, or at the very least, his past is um,
It's gonna be
it's
used.
sketchy. Yeah, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like, I don't know.
yeah.
I think that's the bond then, right?
Lucas definitely has some pages that put him in a situation where you want to question him. And like this page where she, like you said, Margrave used to be one of Father's Black Knights. The panel right under that, like when people, I feel like when people hold their hand on their sword like that shit means something. Like he was just walking, like on the previous page, he was walking and his hand was below it. And like when she's there, she says something about like Black Knights and shit.
And
He's
he
got
put
his
his
hand
hand
on
on
that.
the hilt, like, damn,
Yeah,
bitch, you
like
got me.
yeah, like I might have to cut you down right here. Yeah,
Yeah, and there's even like this bottom panel on that page where he's like, you can,
yeah,
like, you know what I mean? That's what I heard like in my mind, like when I looked at that panel, he like sucked his teeth, like, you know too
yeah,
much. You're on to
yeah,
me
yeah.
type shit. But you know what? Now that I think about it, I said a moment ago that they're probably tracing, Lucas, that which would be like a pretty kind of crazy, like twisty kind of information to get. But Lucas was like just got here, and
Yeah.
they had been fighting, other assassins throughout the years that were finding their location because of this person's ability before Lucas was even there. So I don't want to say it can't be Lucas. Like maybe the user has switched which bond they're using to track the party, like from whatever bond they were using, years ago when they sent those assassins, and then now the bond that they're using is Lucas because he's like, secretly sent there by them or something like that.
Yeah.
So like I'm not gonna say it's totally out of the equation that they could be tracking Lucas, since he has connection to the Margrave, who has connection to like the king and Elstree side of things, but still though, like
This is definitely one of the chapters where like I was kind of against it at first. I think we might have you guys might have mentioned it before, and I've seen some people talk about it where Lucas might be royalty, like he might be related to the king, and his goal might be like killing the king because maybe the king had his because I mean he was saying he wanted to kill somebody, and I feel like he mentioned like maybe his mother was like done wrong or something. It's like
yeah.
I can see it being the case where Lucas is like a bastard child or whatever. Like he was the king like fucked with his mom and threw her away because she was nobody, she was poor or whatever, and he also just didn't inherit the fucking sea god abilities, and he's like I'm on this path or whatever, and maybe he knows that like Lacrima is like his cousin or his sister or something, and he's just like you don't recognize me because I've never been at the palace or whatever, but like
Because they shunned
we
me, they exiled me
yeah
because I was born from the wrong
yeah
dude or something, or the wrong mom or some shit.
reminds me of like Alibaba from fucking Magi or whatever,
Yeah.
where that type of situation or whatever, where it's just like, yeah, I had a kid and I just threw him to the slums or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
he was a nobody, but now he's fucking strong. He's made a name for himself, and maybe I'll fuck with him on some. Hey, son, you finally made me proud, but he wants me dead.
Yeah, and I'm still on like because it's like, dude, Elstree said like when Lacrima like went to go blitz them, like somebody in the room was like, bro, isn't that like a problem? And she's like, nah, the plan is already like good. It's like she has to have been talking about something, and I want to say that something that's already in motion is Lucas's run in with Julian and them. You know what I mean? Like I don't. It's like the more time that goes by, the less confident I am that Lucas is like evil and is gonna do like some kind of crazy like heel turn into like a twisty like I was always on their side in the first place. I doubt it's like that easy,
Yeah,
but like maybe even unbeknownst to Lucas, he's helping Elstree through some
yeah,
kind of connection that he has with the king side of things, especially with this new information that we have that he's an acquaintance with the Margrave, who we know was one of the king's black knights. So it's messy, it's crazy, and like when we finally get the information, they're doing such a good job of withholding it, and it lets me know that the mangaka has like a very real plan and is very excited to finally give that information to the audience because he knows it's going to be hype and crazy and really well
yeah,
done. So
yeah.
whatever it is, we're seated for it.
Lucas got some good moments in this chapter, and there's definitely more to him than what's being led on or whatever. Like what we just see from the surface.
Yeah. And on the art side of things, this splash page on 14 of Lucas like looking directly at the camera after Lacrima questions him, like his sword is so well detailed.
Yeah, I
Like
noticed that too.
holy
Is like
shit.
I feel like they want you to like focus on that so you can see because like maybe this symbol, like this crest on the fucking like handle or whatever,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe at some point we're gonna see that like on some royal banner or something. It's like okay, Lucas is from this fucking clan of people or whatever, and it's like
Right.
gonna be something that'll be easy to miss. But it'll also be like when if you see it, it's that fucking Leonardo moment where you're like, oh, that the thing and pointing or whatever. It's right
Yeah.
there. That's the thing. Lucas's family, like that. He's the thing.
Oh, from the Wolf of
Um,
Wall Street? Yeah, the GIF.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
I always use that shit on Twitter. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, I mean that was very detailed. But his face, bro.
I
The
knew you were gonna do the
bro,
thing. I
they
see
get
it
me, bro.
too.
The hieroglyphics, man. They keep doing it, bro. This fucking bro head is like a Pop Tart box with some shit thrown on there, yeah. It's just the faces in this should be killing me. Like sometimes it's good, but like sometimes it's just what the hell. Like on 10, I think that's a really good, like you see both of his eyes and he looks good. The art's good. But
Yeah.
then this page, it's like it's a raw dope page, but his face,
It
man. So I'm
goes
like,
from
oh
like golden ratio to like Pop Tart box in the matter of
yeah,
pages. Is that
it's so
golden
silly.
ratio that I'm thinking of? Anyway, whatever.
Something like that.
But yeah, no, everything looks very proportionate and on the proper axes on 10, and then on 14 it's just like good. Like
Yeah.
fish face.
Yeah, fish. Yeah, he got one eye on one side of his head. But I don't know. Maybe Lucas is like he doesn't know he's got like a spell on him or something, and like his everything that he sees is being like watched through like a crystal ball or something. Because
Oh, dude, that's
um,
good. That's a good one. I
yeah,
like
just like
that.
I don't know when it would have been done, but like maybe he just doesn't know. Like you said, like he might not know that he's guiding people there or something.
Exactly.
Like maybe he came in contact with them or something, and they like tapped him on the shoulder and put a curse on him. So everything he's seen, they just been monitoring like a bunch of people. Like they got like 13 people going around the world, and whatever they see, it's like, oh yeah, okay. Like they got like birds with cameras, and they're just watching one of the
Right.
birds pick him up. It's like, oh, we got him. We know where he is or
On some
whatever.
May shit.
Yeah,
Or
yeah, and
some
it's like,
some Game of Thrones warg shit. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So now we got like Elstree and the fucking goon squad, and it's time to we found the location of the child of prophecy. It's time to commence the operation, and 15 assassins. We're gonna jump them. We just all jump them and murder the kid. And it's like, how the fuck are they gonna deal with 15 people? Like a Julian got hands. He could box, but like, how
Yeah.
is he gonna fight 15 niggas?
It's a little too much boxing, even for Julian. And
Yeah,
we got
and like,
old girl with the Chun-Li buns, like with this crazy
bro,
huge weapon that she's holding.
what?
Like, did we see
Yeah,
that before when we saw her? Nah, she was just standing there
nah,
without it last time we saw her. They wanted us
yeah.
to see that this time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like she like this that fucking she tucked the shirt behind the Louis belt. You really want us to see that buckle? And I'm like, what is this, bro? The fuck is this weapon? Like a big
uh,
fucking fan hammer or
I
something? Like,
still got all the stocks in the Dragon Folk ninja chick with the bro. She's gonna be so raw. I'd already know, bro. Her shit is drastic. Look
I
at
just
that
noticed.
tail.
I just noticed she's got like straight black like eyes around her pupils,
Yeah, she's
and
got like the
that's
Gambit shit going on.
yeah, that's dope. And I
Yeah,
mean, Dragon Folk Ninja is crazy. Like, why you got you a ninja?
right.
And like, I mean, is she a ninja? I mean, she got a long ass sword. I feel like ninjas don't be having fucking
That
big.
I literally just thought about how the sword kind of like clashes with her aesthetic if we're like going the Kunoichi route. But I mean, like she's got
Yeah,
like a giant fucking, Beast Wars tail coming out her back too. So I mean, like there's a lot of things conflicting
yeah.
at the same time. But
It's
she looked like something out of fucking Mortal Kombat or some shit, bro.
yeah. And then we
Like a
got
created character on Mortal Kombat. You like
yeah. It's just
make her
like
look like
okay,
Melina, but then give her like, a Soul Calibur sword and like a huge bionic dragon tail.
yeah. Like you doing the creative character. You make her look cool as fuck, and then you get to the bottom like of the creative character options. Like, oh, should I give him a tail? Fuck yeah, you get the tail, bro. Like
Type
I ain't know you.
shit.
I ain't know you get tails in this bitch. And it's like fuck it. I don't feel like going back and changing the way my character. Like I'm gonna just complete this shit. But it's like
Yeah, I want to get in the game.
yeah, it's like all right, bro. It's time to play, bro. Fuck it. I got a
Yeah.
tail. This is definitely some creative character. I'm 13 years old type shit.
Can
But
we see any jobbers? Let's guess on jobbers here.
I feel
Like,
like the three dudes in the bottom left, they were kind of like on some like, well, you need all these guys to take out three guys. We
yeah,
can
they were
handle it and
talking the
break his
most
neck.
shit, weren't
Yeah,
they?
I feel like they go get they look like they would be like boxers and swashbuckler ass niggas, but like I feel like they go get pieced up. Like Julia go give them the fucking 1-2 buckle my shoe,
Yeah,
fucking
they're gonna
hit
be
him
the
with a
first fight because they're the most eager. They got the
yeah.
most to prove after talking so much shit. They got the least going on, like power set wise, probably, or maybe they got really cool powers or something like that. But I think I'm leaning into what you were just saying. Like they look like they might just be hand throwers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And if that's the case, that's the perfect first fight for Julian. 3-on-1, box your shit up real quick. That'd be
yeah.
so sick before the
He hit
niggas
him
with
with
the real kits come in. Yeah.
yeah, they come in swinging fists and get hit with the fucking pork chop and the biscuit cutter, yo. Niggas get folded up and fucking buttered down, yo. Sit packing.
Buttered down is fucking crazy. What's up with these niggas that are cut off in the splash page? Like we got a nigga up here that's just feet. What's up with
Yeah.
what's up with dude up there? There's a couple of them with just feet.
I feel like them is the ones where it's like, I don't know what I want to do with them yet, but I just want to let y'all know we got more niggas. Like, we, like I don't know what the aesthetics is yet, but it's 15 of us, bro.
Trust me, when they finally pull up, they're gonna have something to do.
Yeah.
I want to
Niggas
know
just
what's up with the priest and the Bible, though. What's going on? He got like a gourd hanging from his shit too. That's some holy water.
That's
Oh,
he's the nigga
wait.
from Freerun, yo. He's the fucking corrupt priest, he hater or whatever. Nigga gonna
Oh,
be
hater? Yeah,
yeah, he
hider?
gonna be on
Yeah.
some he gonna be on some fuck shit. They go like, ain't you a priest, nigga? You like, nah, I'm sipping
That's just
that
some
goose.
it's just some booze. It's like
Yeah,
I'm sipping on the blood of Christ right now. I'm getting
yeah,
faded.
yeah. Let's get it. Yo, you
Watching
start
you
chanting.
sinners get folded.
He started doing some chants and buffing his allies and fucking cursing fucking Julian and him.
Nah, bro, I just thought like if that's some holy water on his shit, because it's like Julian has a very like, at least um, juxtaposed to like Judeo-Christianity and like their like themes and shit. Like if this nigga is like really representing like some kind of like holy divine, you know, Jesus type shit, and he got the holy water on him, like Julian's power set is very like unholy in comparison to
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? Like holy water might do some shit to this nigga.
Yeah, I wonder if Julian, like whatever is going on with Julian, is considered like a curse. Because it's like
Yeah,
if he's cursed, could he be purified? But like if I also don't want it to be a case where somebody like tries to curse him and it's like, whoops, I'm already cursed. Like you can't poison like Yuji because he's the king of Sukuna has got like the poison immunity or whatever and
right.
curses, and it's like you can't curse a cursed guy. So it's like
Type shit.
I don't want more cases where it's like you can't drown him because he's got the sea god. So
Right.
want Julian to get put into some fucking tough situations and to go against other elements, like no more water for a while, man.
Yeah.
Let's get some fucking dirt thrown in the eyes and
He
some
even says
fire
it in this.
niggas.
Yeah, he even says it in this chapter. It's like, man, it's like if we just get to the sea, like I'm probably straight. But like if I
Yeah,
was alone, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to really bring Diana into that. Like maybe Diana would be cool because the sea god like fucks with me. So maybe like by extension, like my people would be cool. But she's like, I can't trust that. There's too many like unknowns.
yeah,
Like he's just like got like a really good head on his shoulders and cares a lot about his people. That was a really good character moment for him to be like, hey, I got this buff. And like everything about like the writing so far says that I have an advantage over here, but like I can't put my people in danger because I don't know everything about the situation, so I'm gonna play it safe and just like not go immediately to try to take advantage of my blessing
yeah. He
because
can't trust this fucking sea monster. Like
exactly.
it might drown TT or some shit. Like fuck
Yeah,
her. You don't need her.
yeah, on some haha, you thought your family was safe, it's just you, buddy, watch your family die.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, though, like the sea monster did say that someone else like resides within fucking Diana. So what if this priest nigga do start like chanting some holy shit and Diana's just like, hello there. Yeah, yeah, just talking in tongues, just going crazy. It's like, what the fuck is going on, bro? She's just fucking just Cthulhu just erupts from her mouth, or
Oh
something.
god,
I
I
can see it.
can't. I
Yeah,
don't
we getting
want nothing can happen to Diana until she like activates and just starts like murdering important people. Like I'm team Diana.
yeah. Need Diana's full growth to happen so she can
Yeah.
flex on niggas.
Protect at all costs until this prophecy comes to fruition.
Yeah.
And
I
then
just
yeah.
since we've just my thing is just we've seen water powers multiple times already, and I
Yes.
hope that they have the bag ready for other elements and things, like maybe get a psychic nigga.
Yeah.
Like it don't all have to be elements. Maybe we get a psychic nigga or somebody who's like tight with tablecloths or something. Like I don't know, like
Yeah.
fucking
I think
it's a,
Toru, what's the manga's name? Toru hold on.
uh,
Toru Kuramori. I think bro knows exactly what he's doing, and I think he showed us enough at this point to where like we can be positive that he's not going to lean too far into like the sea blessing. We're not going to have all of these fights in the water where Julian can just like get out scot free because of Cthulhu titty monster chick. Like I think that there's like a lot of situations that they're going to show Julian in where he has to get creative and like find solutions to certain problems that isn't just jumping into the water and being cool. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like it seems like they have like enough awareness of the situation to go like they're gonna be expecting that. I don't want to use that too much. Like like we could see it just in like these little conflicts that we've had since the Arcos fight, where things have been like really creative and out of the box as far as how he's dealt with certain conflicts and whatnot. So I think we're good in that regard.
Yeah. Yeah, other than like seeing like opponents who have like different unique abilities, I hope at some point we get to see like Diana like surprisingly knock an enemy out. Like maybe Julian is like it's not going well for Julian. He's got some good licks in on the other guy. But like the opponent has Julian kind of on the ropes, and Julian's, you know, running or whatever, and
Yeah.
he's going back to the crib, and he's like trying to like get in the house or whatever. Maybe he's got like a weapon he wants to get, but he didn't bring it with him or something. He trips on the porch, and the guy's like behind him, like, I got you, and they're like,
I got
fucking
you,
Diana.
Dada.
Yeah, Diana does like the
Yeah.
Home Alone thing and like swings a pot from upstairs, and it just busts the dude head open. It's like, thanks, Diana. Just she drops like a heavy vase on a dude and fucking knocks him unconscious, and then they tie him up or something. I want Diana to do something, you know, fucking
Yeah.
maybe she fucking slingshot some pumpkin seeds into a nigga eye or something. I don't know. I want her to do some cool shit. Like,
Nah, I
some
need the Home
survival
Alone
skills.
scenes now. Now that you said it, like I need some Macaulay Culkin action from Diana. That'd be the perfect way to use her.
Yeah, like maybe they booby trapped the crib. Like they took some bricks out. Like one of the walls has like 6 bricks removed from the bottom of the wall, so she could crawl through
Oh,
there.
dude, that's totally how they're gonna prepare. It's like, well, if they know our location, they're gonna come anyway. We might as well booby trap the crib.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody's like
Oh.
chasing Diana. She baseball slides under a wall or something. Presses a like fucking pulls a switch, and a nigga like the fucking swinging axe come from the wall or some shit.
Dude, I need
So,
that. Or it's just like a huge fucking like tree trunk. Just
yeah, with
crushes them.
yeah, nails in it or something. Like, good job, Diana. You're only 6 years old with 6 kills, yeah. Lacrima's like, at your age, I only have 1 kill.
Right, type shit. Oh my god, I need that now.
Yeah, I need Diana, her innocence to be questioned. Like, this little girl is a
Yeah.
murderer, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like, that'd be such an interesting like thing to explore. Like, if the assassins really did like pull up and try to get everybody, and Diana's just like on some Macaulay Culkin shit, like pulls the lever and a giant tree trunk with fucking axes sticking out of it, just like murders a guy, and then Diana's like, "Yay, I'm helpful. I'm being," and she's just like hype about it, like excited about just like killing a man at 6 years
Yeah.
old, like. That'd be some shit that'll have us like, okay, it's Centuria.
Yeah, then it becomes like a thing.
Yeah.
You know, at first he's like, thanks for saving me. I was almost a guarder there. And then it's like, why are you killing birds in the backyard?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Diana? Don't do that. It's just
Yeah.
like, but I like to see the light go out of their eyes. It's my favorite part.
Hey, yo, Stormfront type beat. Oh,
yeah.
God.
She's just like fucking. She gets one taste of that blood, and now she's just a fucking murderer. It's like, oh man, baby, fucking Elstree was right.
Dude, when she chokes that dude, fucking Kimiko's brother, and when she chokes him to death and like breaks his neck while she's like staring directly in his eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I like to see the light go out. That scene has stuck with me for years since then. Like, I'll just like randomly like think about that and like get like a knot in my stomach. Like, that was like such a fucking crazy moment in that show. It was so well done. It's like, damn, bro, if that shit sticks with you for a while, that's how you know you got a real villain.
Yeah, Stormfront was dope. That was a good character. She was a bitch.
Yeah, she's not here for games though.
Yeah, she did not. She did that shit. Didn't think shit of it. Yo,
yeah.
Like, she's like, oh, your brother. Like, that guy I killed. No big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, and then she said some like racist ass shit like right after. I was like, oh, you bitch.
Yeah, it's good they stomped the fuck out of her ass.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I want to see Diana go down a similar, maybe she goes down a similar path, and then like somebody does, maybe like while Julian is boxing up these 3 niggas in the front yard, somebody like phases through the wall and is like, yeah, you like killing, don't you? And try to like get her on some psycho shit or something. I don't know.
Oh my god.
They
So
try to
many
tempt her.
possibilities, bro.
Yeah, especially with so many characters too. It's like this
Yeah.
shit. Like when you got like 3 niggas, it's like, okay, yeah. I mean, we go deal with these 3 niggas, but like when you got 15,
Yeah.
it's like they're gonna try. Like they're all talking about going at the same time. They gathered 15 assassins. Like all 15 of these niggas not gonna stand and one by one, like fucking 1v1 Julian. Like all they gonna be doing other things. Like
Yeah.
like 5 of them might jump Julian, and the other 5 will be fighting fucking Lucas or whatever, but what the other 5 gonna be doing? Like,
God, look at the conversation power that this series has, man. It does so many things correctly. Like, it's got really good action. It's got a really creative, like, power system type thing going on where the abilities used have, like, you know, all these caveats and limits and, you know, different applications in certain situations. You got really out of the box thinking coming from characters in these conflicts. And then when it's time to chill and you get character moments, those are really well done and well written too. The lore is bussing so far. Like there's so much like predictability power as far as like plot threads that have been hanged down or that have been hung down, and like we have no idea like what could happen at any moment, but there's enough there that allows us to comment on it. It's not like a Fujimoto like work where it's like you gotta just kind of see what happens. Like there's like really well laid breadcrumbs like going, because I mean like this is one of the series where like a lot of, like I was saying last episode, where like a lot of the questions that we have and the theories that we make and predictions and whatnot eventually end up being addressed in the narrative like chapters later. You know what I mean? So it's just like, dude, this is just one of those series that just feels so good to read and like analyze and talk about on a weekly basis. I'm like so glad this is on the show and that this is ongoing and running right now.
Right. Yeah, it gives you a lot to talk about and a lot to think about for sure, especially like with theory crafting and stuff. And me personally, I'm not super deep into theories. Like I don't like to when I can guess, what somebody's gonna do and then they do it. I like to be
Yeah, you
wrong.
don't want it to be too easy,
Yeah,
but
but
yeah,
this is a story where it's just like
it's kind of
you
found a
can kind
sweet
of
spot in that way, hasn't it?
yeah. Yeah, and it's like this is it's good when you have so many things that you could possibly talk about, especially with like powers and stuff. Like a power system like this, it gives you a lot to think about, and then so many different characters, and you got the character you got a character like Diana who's a child, and it's like that's always gonna be
Super
interesting when
wild
you
card character,
yeah
yeah.
you want to know like what the fuck is gonna happen with this character, what her fate is gonna be, and it's like she is it's been foretold that she's gonna, bring ruin. It's like, well, she could die next chapter, and like, what do we do then? Like this, like, what if she dies and like comes back to life as that other being? Like that was,
Oh
it's kind of like a Yuji situation where
shit.
Yuji does die, but then he comes back, and it's like, what if they succeed in killing Diana, and like the other guy who is inside of Diana's body is like, okay, that now that the brat's out of the way, I
Yeah,
could kill
yeah.
everybody.
So it's like one of those like self-fulfilling prophecy kind of things where it's like, yo, we got to kill this girl before she like, you know, brings ruin to the kingdom or whatever, but then killing her is actually the catalyst that like, you know, creates that situation that they were so
Yeah.
scared of in the first place. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They don't realize that Diana's like kind heart was actually like suppressing the devil or
Yeah, like
whatever.
you should have just let her cook.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd
It's
be
like,
so crazy.
yeah, she just becomes the monster now that you've fucking killed her and slain the thing that was keeping the monster in check.
Oh.
That'd be money. That'd be crazy. But I think I squeezed out all the thoughts I could possibly have for this chapter. What about you?
Yeah, I'm drained.
Okay. So Centuria 38 before the storm. That's it, baby. Now jumping into Dandadan, chapter 180, the owner of the Kozuku knives. Good chapter. Nice. This chapter felt long as hell. Like a lot
Didn't it?
happened. We were in like three different places. Not to jump ahead, and I'm not gonna talk about the later stuff yet, but like we start with the kids, and then we look at the lady or whatever, the teacher chick, and then
Uh,
we look at
the hater.
Buddy, yeah, Buddy dumbass at the end or whatever. It's like, damn, a lot they pack. You can know we packed a lot in this chapter. Kind of want to look and see
Yeah.
if like this shit's not gonna be on break tomorrow or whatever. I feel like it ain't, but
Yeah, three
it's
major scenes. It's like a whole 3 act structure in one chapter.
yeah, we got that heftiness this week, and
Yeah.
it's a fun chapter. I like the beginning. We got everybody looking all cool in the hallway, like they got their eye on a Koki or whatever.
But
Everybody's
also trying
kind
to
of
look like they don't have their honor. This is a really interesting plan
yeah,
because Quinta you know, has the nanoskin glasses on that are like tracking, you know, certain things that happen or whatever, like trying to see like who all comes in contact with old girl. What's her name again?
yeah. Koki
Koki.
Yokishiro, I think.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a really cool plan of theirs. And when he comes back with the information that you know she's run into, because they already have the idea that it's one of the staff, you know,
Yeah,
that is behind this. So they're like, okay, we gotta watch her and see which members of the faculty interact with Koki, and that might give us you know evidence to support you know that one teacher or a member of the administration or another is the actual person who's handing out these knives. And when they were like, okay, well, she's talked to 3 different teachers so far: Queen Sensei, Miss Adachi, and you know Saint Germain. It's like you can do a process of elimination in like a really interesting way because we know it's not Queen. For sure it's not Queen.
Yeah.
And then I think the narrative wants us to think that it's Saint Germain because they're kind of like hyping him up as like an antagonist or a villain, even though I've been saying for the longest time, at least, I don't know who else was on my team with this, but I thought that that was just like a little bit too easy, that Saint Germain was going to be this big like antagonist bad guy, like final villain like type situation. And that there's a possibility that like he might be being sketchy right now, but is just like trying to do the right thing the wrong way like type beat, you know what I mean, or whatever, and it's just like, you know, kind of like a red herring in that kind of way. But as soon as I turned the page onto 4 and it showed Miss Adachi, I was like, bro, they made her look way too innocent.
Yeah.
You know, she's got
such a
like
nice
the
lady.
yeah, she's got like the hello children, have you eaten anything yet today? Like type face on, like
Don't forget to bring your gym shorts to gym class.
yeah, you know, like they made her look way too innocent. So I was just like immediately like sus. And then it turns out that like, oh, she's the one that was controlling the Jiangxi in the Seiko arc.
Yeah.
Which
so
is just really cool reveal to get.
There's some stuff with that whole thing that I still just feel weird about. And I mean, I'm probably wrong on some things. Like I'm cool with being wrong. It's no biggie. It's just comic books at the end of the day. But I don't know, man. Like I think it was Axel, like, cause when this chapter came out, we were talking about it in chat, and I think I was trying to figure out, like, I was looking at the text message thing, and it's like Target, Niku Jiru Gyoza, second floor, woman with glasses. And I was thinking that Nikijuro Gyoza was a person's name, but I forgot Gyoza was a food, and
Yeah.
also like Nikijuro,
Fire,
like that.
by the way.
Like that, I haven't had it. And like dumplings or
Gyoza's
something?
gas. You need to have it as soon as possible. Find the nearest ramen shop. Go get you some fucking chashu tonkotsu ramen with a side of gyoza and some takoyaki, and get your life changed real quick.
I'm gonna have to fuck with it. But like I saw this and I thought that it was a person's name. So like when we see this woman, she walks past like the gym teacher, and he's like, you know, fucking have a good day. Come to our fucking mixer. And she's like, you know, will do. And she's walking, she's by herself, and she looks at her phone, and it's like, it looks to me that like what the way I saw it at first was like she got a text message that was telling her who the target was and where they were, and she was saying failed. The woman wasn't alone. So I was like, okay, so who is this Nikajira person?
Yeah.
And like, I'm like, for a moment, I'm like, who is this person? She was like, I'm thinking that she's receiving instructions to harm somebody. But so this was actually like the bull guy that was fighting Seiko. When he showed his phone, it said Target Nikijiro Gyoza, second floor, woman with glasses. So it looks like he's saying failed because, you know, Seiko wasn't alone.
Right.
And it looks like she is the one that was texting him, but I feel like maybe it's like a group chat. Like I still feel like she isn't. Like I still feel like she isn't the one giving the instructions. Like maybe she is.
No, because what this is saying is the person who she's talking to is saying the target is at Nikujiru Gyoza on the second floor. It's a woman with glasses talking about Seiko. And she's reporting back now that Seiko won, saying failed, the woman wasn't alone because she had the Toshi brothers with her. And Seiko plus the Toshi bros beat the bull guy. And now she's reporting back to the villain, saying like this is what happened a couple chapters ago or last chapter.
So I just flip back. Last chapter, page 5. It shows the guy's phone.
Yeah.
And it has the 3 text messages: Target, Nikijura, Gyoza, second floor, one more glasses. But then the other 2 texts are covered, so like you can't see the whole like failed woman had somebody.
Or maybe there's no response. Maybe the villain is texting multiple people at the same time, telling them to go get Seiko at this location, and
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
I think they're all separate. I think they're all separate conversations, though.
Yeah. So I'm thinking that like because they were saying that like the bull guy texted this woman with the Jiangxi telling her like she's the mastermind.
Oh,
like
wait, who's saying that?
I don't remember specifically. I want to say Axel was on that ship. If he's listening, he can comment and defend himself or whatever. But I feel like Axel and maybe some other people were saying that Bull Dude was texting this chick, and that's where it came from.
No,
and then
villain texted Bull Dude. He also texted Miss Adachi, and also texted anyone else on his team to say, "Go get Seiko. Here's where she's at." and then they all have to report back with whatever they know individually.
Yeah, so we on the same page.
Yes.
She sent a text to who I'm going to say is Jermaine. Like Jermaine sent the
Oh, you
text
think
out
it's
to.
you still think
I
it's
still think it's
Jermaine?
Jermaine,
Dude,
man.
isn't that too like easy and obvious though? Like they're literally putting Jermaine like in our face to say everyone think that this is the bad guy.
I don't really
Aren't
think
they?
anything's. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Like that's they. Like I said, I think last week, and it might have been this segment, or maybe it was a different segment where I was saying like, go watch part 4 of JoJo's because it's a murder mystery,
Yeah.
and they give you like pretty early in, like halfway into the part, they basically tell you like spit in your face and punch you in your stomach and say like this is the guy, the murderer,
Yeah, but they
and
haven't like hard confirmed it in that way for Saint Germain in the same way,
yeah,
have they?
they've given him very shady actions. In JoJo's, they tell
Exactly.
you basically, who the murderer, because you see him murder somebody, but the rest of the cast has to find out. But in this
Right.
case, we still don't know if Jermaine is the one that's on that ship. But he has been put
It's
in a lot of shady situations to make him
exactly,
look.
but like it's been light enough to where I'm like, okay, this is giving red herring.
If he's not the bad guy and there's somebody else, I'm gonna be very shocked and just scream probably.
I'm not, nigga, because I've been fucking
Um,
saying it for so fucking long. I don't know. Somebody else was agreeing with me on that. I don't think maybe it was Traffy, maybe
there's a
it was
couple people
Weeb.
I've seen.
Yeah,
Everybody's
just
not
like
on
on
Jermaine
the
bad
show
guy. Yeah.
specifically. I'm not saying I'm the
Okay.
only. I'm
Okay.
not saying I'm the only person in the world who doesn't
Yeah.
think that Saint Germain is the bad guy. I'm just saying like on the show specifically.
Yeah.
But
And I mean, it's that's a risky move, but like I believe in Yukinobu. I feel like he could pull it off and have it be somebody cool and not feel like, well, who the fuck is this guy?
right, yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
You
Like
gotta play that pretty well if it's not going to be, if it is going to be a red herring situation, then who it actually ends up being has to not feel like out of left field, like, oh, so you just like dangled Saint Germain in front of us just to like bring in this fucking like bozo nobody that
Yeah.
we've spent no time with just to say gotcha. Yeah, no, you don't want to do that. But I think Yukinobu knows exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. And so like it makes me wonder more like was she the one that was like a blob last chapter where it was like a person in a hoodie and there was that fucking, weird phantasm going
Yes, I
on
think
where it's
so.
like
I think so
I can see
because
it.
yeah, because one, she's got like the same kind of illustration effect aura surrounding her on the splash page on page 10
Yeah,
when
and it's like
she's
on the
when
Jiangxi's
yeah,
shirt
when
or
she's
whatever.
walking with the Jiangxi. So like maybe that is like, the aura based like connection, to the Jiangxi. Like maybe that is just showing that that's her power. That's giving her the control over them. But
Yeah.
also, if you go back into that previous chapter, the writing and like the flow of conversation and like the composition in the art like was like, wait a minute, so then that means that someone else was controlling the Jiangxi, and then like Seiko like looks out the window
Yeah.
and it's the nigga in the hoodie with the aura around him, and then it's just obviously the case here, I think.
Actually, I think I might have noticed something else too. Let me see.
Yeah, like this
S-
aura is like the signal from Miss Adachi to the Jiangxi that allows her to control them, I think.
the person in that fucking puffer coat also had the same kind of pants, like the fucking Adidas one stripe on the
Oh
side sweatpants.
shit!
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
visual storytelling, baby. Hold on,
yeah. They got different kinds of shoes, but like she could just have like at
different
school they just
shoes.
yeah
This
yeah
ain't
she
one
just
of
doing
those
different
stories where
kicks.
like the characters wear the same thing the whole
Yeah.
series for 500 chapters.
Yeah, yeah. So she probably threw on some different kicks, or maybe like when in Japan they be like having like their in-house shoes or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So
Yo, it's
looks
the
like different
same
shoes.
pants.
Yeah,
Bruh.
looks like the same pants to me.
Yeah. Wait,
So
wait, wait,
yeah,
wait, 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 wait. But oh, okay. Well, maybe it's just like a perspective thing and like a distance thing, but the pants that she's wearing in this most recent chapter seem a lot more tight fit. You know what I mean? Like form fitting, like, you know
they
what I'm
also
saying?
look
Like
like they got like lines on them, like a little slant, like slats
yeah,
on them or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
But like it
They,
could
they
just be that
seem
the other person was
baggier.
far
They
away.
seem
Yeah,
baggier in 179.
she could have been sagging on her shit. Yeah,
Yeah, but maybe that's just to like, you know,
Throw us off.
throw us off the trail so you don't like so don't, yeah, I don't know. But I mean like
Not to make
if
it too
but
obvious.
at the same time it's like the cat's out of the bag in the newest chapter. Like she's literally standing there with the Jiangshi in this chapter.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
mean like no, it can't be something like that. Anyway, that's a
yeah.
crazy detail. I'm glad you fucking spotted that. That's a good spot.
I just noticed that shit as I'm looking at her now.
Yeah,
But
that's butterscotch right there.
yeah, I mean, cute teacher. She's fucking controlling zombie vampires. Yeah, this arc so far, it really well, I'll mention it after we get closer to the end. But like, fucking, jumping a little more further ahead, fucking Heisei, whatever, fucking jerk dude.
That's the hater?
He's yeah, hater
Man,
man.
fuck dude, bro.
Bro. So I saw people saying like, "Uh-oh, here we go, another kid possessed by a spirit. Is he going to join the crew?" I don't think that
Oh
he's
my
going to join the
god.
gang. And I don't think that everybody needs to join the gang. Like there's a lot of people who's just like they see like child character
Yeah.
also sharing power system and they're like, "Okay, he's going to be at the next dinner table."
I
I
mean, you
don't think
never
it has
know
to be
though,
that way.
because like he's introduced as a hater. He's got beef with Okarun because he's making him look soft in front of the hoes. So it's like, oh, now this is my connection to the main cast. He's gonna fucking be, some kind of antagonistic force that opposes them. And then could like this is following the formula, you know what I mean? Like Koki was
Yeah.
literally just doing this and she seems like a teammate now. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that he's necessarily going to be at the dinner table. It's not locked in until they're eating fucking gyoza together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like at Seiko's crib. So like maybe even Koki isn't even like, gonna join in that regard because we haven't got that scene yet. But I
My thing
mean,
is
it
just
is following the formula so far. Like I could definitely see writing that comes in where, at the fucking apex like climax of this beef between what's the hater's name? Heisei and
I say, yeah.
Hase and Okarun. Maybe like we get some backstory for dude. We get some writing, dedicated to like them kind of having like a conversation where they iron out their differences and become friends suddenly, and then all of a sudden he's helping throughout the rest of this arc. And you never know with Dandadan. Like he could show up at the crib, but I think until then you shouldn't be saying like, "Oh, here we go again." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like Koki's still hasn't done it either. So
Yeah, it's like my thing is like I don't think every character that like gets the same type of powers should just become gang. Like I
I
think
agree.
like
I agree.
yeah, like I think it's cool to have like villains and then characters who like they get their shit, they get their shit pushed in and they realize how they were wrong or whatever, and then it's like sorry man, I just won't bother you guys anymore.
And then maybe
But
you
I
can
can
come back in later at
yeah
some other arc, like
yeah
down the line, and help or something like
yeah
that. But
yeah
you don't got to be at
exactly
the table. Not
like Peeny
everybody got to
Weenie.
be at the table.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like my thing is like he can show up and it's like shit, man. The sky was on fire. I jumped out my window. I saw you guys fighting. I had to. I don't want to die, but like Okarud, fuck Okarud, but like
Yeah.
you guys are fighting the evil win. I can't let the evil win type shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm the enemy of my enemy. Like I'm not your friend, but like these guys are evil as fuck, and we can't let them. Like if he pulls up. I could change my mind based on whatever happens here, but like
Right.
I would be cool with characters that aren't like fucking best friends
Immediately
that
gang.
also
Yeah.
like they could pull up later and like help save the day or whatever. They don't
Yeah.
immediately have to just be at the crib kicking it,
Because
playing
we are
Smash Bros
going
and eating my
towards like
snacks.
some kind of war arc at the end of the day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's like I would if they have beef right now, we get some dialogue that like brings it to like oh, it was all just a misunderstanding. You're cool. Sorry that I was a dickhead for a couple arcs or a couple chapters or something like that. And then they part ways. I think that feels better because we already have so many people in the main cast.
yeah. And that was another thing I was gonna say. Like this arc, that's what I was saying before. Like this arc is really it's good, but it's like coming and showing like all of these different like forces. It shows how many characters are like being sent after these guys, like the Jiangxi woman, the fucking the bull dude, the fucking this kid, Koki, fucking like there's so many characters that are being like sent to like hunt these kids and take their powers, and it's like it kind of feels like international assassins and just like
Oh,
Royal
sure.
Rumble, like it's just the kids are
Yeah.
being fucking like targeted on all fucking fronts. Like you don't know who the enemy is.
Right.
You don't know who the main enemy is, but you also don't know that like your team, your classmates, your fucking the school nurse could be out to get you.
Yeah.
You could be out at lunch. Like Seiko got attacked fucking talking to some Mythbuster dudes at a fucking ramen shop. It's like you don't know where the enemy could be because they're fucking everywhere, and it's like
Yeah, it's like
it's a really
some secret invasion shit
yeah,
on the Marvel side of things. Anyone can be a scroll type shit.
yeah, this is a very fun thing, and it's like I'm sure like it's not gonna like after Hase, it's not like okay, here's the big bad guy. Like there's probably gonna be another two, fucking assailants that come after them
Right.
before this is all done and over with. So it's just like this shit is really unfolding. We got a big arc. It
Yeah.
doesn't feel huge on the scale of like the fucking global alien invasion thing yet. But like we could be 7 to 10 chapters into a 40 chapter arc right now, and we just
Right.
don't realize it.
Exactly. Did we
And
always know that the white knife gave you powers and the black knife took them away?
I don't think it was ever.
That's new information this chapter.
It's new information. Yeah, we
Nice.
did see the knives like last chapter. We saw the 2 black knives and the white knife, and I had made the comment like, oh yeah, like this person knew that there was 3 guys because he had 3 knives. But
yeah,
like,
but we didn't say like, oh, there's like an aesthetic difference here that could mean that they have different powers. God, why don't we say these things?
Yeah, but even then, like the 2 black knives, so the black knife takes the power. So like who, like that means they scratched themselves. They cut themselves with the white knife to get that bull power, and the other 2 knives, one was for Seiko, and I guess one was like to get the other, like one of the other 2 guys, like
Maybe.
I guess,
Yeah,
or just in case or something,
just in case they disarm you and you can pull out the other one.
Yeah, it's like a backup knife.
Yeah, they like knock one out of your hand. It's like, oh no, I'm fucked. Psych.
Yeah, just kidding. You got backup. Always bring 2 knives, dummy. Don't come to a knife fight with just 1 knife.
Yeah.
Yeah, so fucking random bullshit goes. Moon Knight, chucking the black knives at him, but yeah, this shit with Hase, it's interesting. I mean, we see his spiraling, he's crashing out because bro, like he's like trying to holler at the chicks he probably would have normally been cool with, and he look at the phone and like, yo, Takakura nigga kind of fine, it's like, yo, you like that nerd, yo? It's like, bro, get off me,
Is
you
it
creep
because
ass
he
nigga.
flexed on me in PE in
like,
gym
bro,
class?
It's like, bro beat me in a race and he's taking hot shit, dog. Like that little bitch. Like
he's stealing the hose.
He's fucking up he's fucking everything up, bro. Like I'm losing my street cred. The girls don't fuck with me.
My
no more,
mojo, my jug Joe.
Yeah, it's like, bro, now I don't got no hoes, bro.
Yeah.
It's like this nerd has them, man.
That's got like the ultimate like motivation for like a high schooler to crash out too.
Yeah, especially
not the hose, man.
Because this was the kid, I'm pretty sure, that like was throwing shit at him in chapter 1, and it was like he watched Okarun go from having no friends to Momo and say,
whoa, this was his bully in the earlier chapters in the beginning.
Sure this is the first nigga, yo, like the
Hell
first ever bully.
I'm going back to chapter 1 right now. This is
yeah,
Bakugo?
I guess, bro. Like, yeah, that's him.
Oh no!
Like page 10 of chapter 1, bro. Throwing paper balls at him and shit. And so it's like,
it is, bro.
So he watched this nerd go from just being alone in a corner reading his books to having Momo, Ira, Gigi,
just a harem,
Kinsa, just like 8 niggas surrounding him. And
you watch all the potential buns leave the dugout and flock towards your fucking prey that you've been bullying on as the popular kid.
And like he's also cool with Gigi, who's another popular kid. Like girls fuck with Gigi, and he's funny and shit. And Kitsus, like this nigga got everybody. And then he pulls his shirt off, and he got fucking abs, and he flexes on me, nigga. Like, nah, bro, I gotta take him out, dog.
I gotta take his life.
He gotta go, bro. I'm not gonna let this little nerd flex on me, bro. I was like, thinking about, like, bro, I was throwing paper balls at this nigga. He was a loser, and now I'm the loser.
Right. I was giving this nigga swirlies, atomic wedgies, power noogies, throwing them in lockers. I had the harem. I just watched every single piece of potential buns leave my radius. For like, this
what do
nigga?
I got left, bro? I don't have nothing left, bro. Like, he beat me at a race. He make me look crazy.
I gotta stab him.
Yeah, got to, yo. So he does this shit. He cuts himself, and it's like this. At first he doesn't believe it, but like he feels that chill, and so this creature
He's
yokai
up now. Yeah, this thing looks crazy.
Yeah, so like I wanna hear.
Oh, this is something. Yeah, this is something, huh? Like just off of like the design alone, it's like a crazy face with really long hair. It's got a kimono. It's got like D1 athlete track star legs, and it's
Yeah.
standing on like a football like type thing. Like this is definitely something that's probably, you know, in some kind of like Shinto, you know, mythology book or like children's tale or something like that that we just don't know because we're lame Americans. But
Yeah. So
somebody in the comments knows, yeah, or
what I
maybe you
was
do.
yeah, I mean I got an idea. So like when I see this and I see like the fucking headband tied on it and like it's buff and it's like on a football, like the first thing that comes to my mind like when I see the headband is like spirit of competition or like god of fitness type of deal or something.
Oh,
So I'm
spirit of
thinking this thing,
competition is a banger. You might be onto
yeah.
something there.
So I'm like, this thing is just like you gotta race him. Like it's just, fucking challenge that nigga to football, challenge him to a push-up. Like it's good. Like it can't not like be competitive. It's like,
Oh shit.
uh,
Oh,
man,
now that I'm looking at it, it's got another one of those on the other foot. So now it's reminding me of there's like two, yeah,
ooh,
there's like two rings. I don't want to say rings because they're shaped like footballs, but it reminds me of like Neja from like ancient Chinese mythology, the windfire wheels. I don't know if you like I used to play Smite back in the day. So
uh-huh.
like that's where I got all of my like, you know, very surface level light mythology like knowledge from because I played that game for like fucking 10 years. But yeah, it reminds me of Naja from Chinese lore, myth
So
lore.
I just got a couple of ideas. So I'm still locked into like spirit of competition.
Yeah, I love that. That's so
and
good.
uh and it reminds me of another JoJo's thing. There's a character named Rohan, and he has like adventures or whatever, and they're like spin-off chapters. And there's one chapter where Rohan he kind of like he goes to this gym, and he's like every day he's at the gym or whatever, and he's on the treadmill and he's racing this one dude, and this dude is like super competitive. And the guy gets a stand or whatever. Something happens. I can't remember. It's been years since I've seen it or whatever. You can watch it. It's like a short episode, one episode or whatever. And the dude is like obsessed with physical fitness and like his physique and stuff. And he starts like crashing out. He loses his girlfriend because he's in the house like jump roping so fast that like the fucking floor is cracking and shit. And she can't
Oh.
like take it anymore. And then he starts getting like fucking wings on his back. I think it's like the spirit of Apollo or something. Something
Oh
happens
shit.
to him, and he gets like the spirit of like this competitive spirit, and he like Rohan's beating him or whatever, and he hates it because he like goes to the gym, and Rohan like he thinks he's the shit, and Rohan comes in and kind of flexes on him. And then there's one day where Rohan goes to the gym, and they're like on the like 11th floor of this gym, and the treadmill is like against the window,
Mm.
and he's like, what, let's race or whatever. The dude challenges Rohan to a race, and he's like, I think he's like, let's turn it up to 11. Like they turn the treadmills up super high, and he keeps turning his up, and then he like turns around and starts running backwards on the treadmill, like
Oh
while they're against, like he's
no.
sprinting full speed backwards, and Rohan is just running. He's like, this nigga's crazy. Like, what are you doing, bro? And the window is like busted. They're like 30
Oh,
feet up in the air. And it's like, I don't remember how it
he's
fucking
dancing on
ends,
me now.
but
Yeah.
yeah, but like this reminded me of that. I'm like, I can see this spirit taking over. And since you pointed out the other foot, like for some reason I thought that was I was like, yeah, that foot is like on his leg, but the leg is clearly like in front of him.
Right.
But so I'm thinking now that maybe these football things are not footballs, and maybe like because this foot in the foreground is like clenching it, like the big toe is kind of like pulled
Mm-hmm.
down over it, so it's
Mm-hmm.
like maybe it runs on these things and they're kind of like springs, and he holds it with his big toes,
Yeah.
like when you're you grab something off the floor with your feet or whatever. So
Right.
maybe like these things are springy and it uses those to like run fast or whatever, and like
Standing or running long jump type shit.
yeah, and it gives him like crazy fucking boosts or whatever, like running with fucking springs on your legs, and they're like,
Yeah.
maybe this dude's gonna get that springy shit.
I
Like
really
maybe,
like what you're talking about right now. I think the spirit of competition yokai like makes a lot of sense for this Hase character who's just been like outdone by Okarun
yeah,
at like every area of like, you know, testosterone, teen
yeah.
angst, like high schooler competition. I think that this is like the perfect like vengeful spirit to which makes me wonder like are all of the yokai that are, you know, given to these assailants with these knives, are they like specifically chosen for them, or does just like the one that makes the most sense based on like what's in their hearts like come to possess them, you know, like after they've like cut themselves? Like are they all just like kind of like waiting in a room, you know, like to see who gets cut,
Yeah.
and like, oh, okay, this one fits me, you know, really well. I'm like, all right, I guess I'm up. You know what I'm
I
saying? They
think
you just slice his thumb open, let me get in there.
I think they are catered to, like they know, like whoever is giving the knives knows like who they're giving each power to, because
Yeah.
this one, something that I didn't catch but somebody showed it, but this yokai was actually shown one time before, and it was when Jermaine was attacking the the diorama like yokai or whatever, and he used this sword, and there was like a fucking like Okami painting version of this fucking like yokai. Well, it
Oh,
didn't look like
like a
this.
ukiyo-e painting, yeah,
Yeah,
where
it
it's
was like,
like
you know, the
2D and like no depth. Yeah,
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 yeah. This thing was there in the picture, so it was like assisting Jermaine or whatever.
yeah.
Um, so actually, I feel like that kind of adds to the Jermaine
Oh, it
being the
kind
bad guy
of
thing.
does, doesn't it?
Yeah,
No, no, it doesn't.
yeah.
Because no, because Saint
Submit,
Germain
brother.
can be tied. No, hell no. Saint Germain can still be tied to this shit without actually being the guy, and they can Saint Germain and the actual villain can just be pulling from the same area to do different things. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Nah.
I'm not admitting defeat until we get the blatant reveal.
Yeah,
Okay?
we gotta get that. I am
Yeah.
flipping through though, because that thing was there, and I'm getting close. It was definitely there with Jermaine, and it's like I don't know, like we didn't see it do anything, so I don't know like what its power is, but I definitely feel like it's got something to do with physical fitness, and it's looking at him too. Like you can see its eyes, and it's like, what you gonna do, nigga? Like it's got its
You're not
eyes,
gonna let him
so
take the hose, are you?
yeah, it's like I can see it, bro. I can feel you look like you just lost everything, bro. Like what you gonna do
You gonna
about it,
let him
dog?
flex on you like that?
Yeah, yeah. And one
Crash
more
out.
detail about this thing that like I don't know like if it would be anything is like on the little football,
Yeah.
the fucking the middle part, it's got like arrows like
Yeah.
in the corners.
Yeah, I
So
see
there's like
that
an
now.
arrow pointing left and right. Yeah, and it's like I don't know what that would do other than like fucking, you know, pointing, or what's that game where people like where you like if I point to the left, you gotta like look, or you know, I break your neck type shit. What's
Oh
that? You know,
yeah.
that's I don't think it's gonna be anything like that, but it's definitely, you know, it could be they could do some directional shit and something
Yeah,
happen.
yeah,
But
yeah.
I think it's definitely gonna be some springy, maybe dude gets crazy fucking bounce in his step, type shit
I
going
need
on.
it.
Yeah, but spirit of competition is where my heart is.
Yeah,
That's what
you're
I'm feeling.
cooking. You're cooking like fuck right now. I'm like, that's got to be what it is. I'm gonna be mad if it's not that.
Yeah, and
Not really,
actually,
but I'm like really here for that.
yeah, and I think I found it. So chapter 163,
Yeah.
page 5, if you can flip to that real quick, and I'm a yatter.
163, page 5.
Yeah, and so like so page 4, Jermaine like grabs a certain knife, he inserts it into his blade, and like a fucking ring appears around his foot. And then on the next page he says jumping crone, and then that's when you see this thing appear. So it's like maybe it gave him crazy fucking oomph in his leg or whatever, jumpy jumps, if you can see it.
Oh, dog birds.
But it doesn't have the fucking footballs under it or whatever.
Oh,
It's just
it
like that
doesn't.
painting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But hey, that's it though.
Yeah, some kind of jumpy jumps, yo.
Hold
So dude,
on, I see it. He grabs the fucking knife, puts it in the joint.
yeah,
I
he tough with
got
it too.
ups, and then
Yeah.
he just jumps.
He hit the
No,
Sun Raku fucking 3 boat leap on him, yo.
yo, this is a fucking 6 boat leap. Doink, doink,
Yeah,
doink, doink. Yo,
he hit the uppity ups on him. So yeah, dude, Hasei's about to have them pumpkin calves, yo. His legs about to be chunky. It's like, yo, Takakura, let's race, bitch. You're like, yo, you look kind of crazy right now,
pumpkin
bro.
calves is crazy.
Why you so swole, bro? He's like, race now.
So wait a minute. Okay, so do we have any other scenes of him using different knives and putting them into the sword? God damn it, and they're knives, dude.
Yeah, he's got them in his like. If you go to like page 3, he got hella knives in the coat,
No.
bro. He looked like the nigga for Resident Evil, bro.
It's
All the
still
fucking
giving red herring.
nah,
Okay?
bro.
Yes.
Bro got hella stuff, yeah.
Oh, Saint Germain is so raw in this chapter, bro. His art is so crazy when he loads the knife and it starts shining from the fucking hilt, bro.
Swing,
And then you get
yeah.
like the illustration of like the energy swirling around his ankle before he lifts off. This nigga is cold blooded,
Yeah,
bro.
and he's doing it with no like I forgot like the storybook thing took his eyeballs, so he's doing this with no eyes because he even
Oh,
says what, but you have no eyes, and he opens the coat, grabs that specific knife, slots it in, and goes hard. Yeah,
oh,
with
he's
no
so
eyeballs.
raw. Okay, he does
He's like,
use another knife. He after he uses the jumping crone and slices the black hair cutter. He lands and then puts the water
oh
tiger. He puts the water tiger knife in his shit.
yeah, and that's like a kappa or something. He's got the fucking funky hair.
Yeah, he's got the fucking horseshoe haircut type shit. The bald spot on the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna get a couple
Damn.
more. We'll probably get the water tiger. Somebody get that like yokai or whatever. Um,
Dogger.
yeah, Jermaine's a problem, bro. And it's like he's got all these things. Black hair cutter. Yeah, that's another thing
Yeah.
he uses. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm locked in on that competition thing. Hopefully if we can get the episode out on the dot, this will
Wait,
people
wait, 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 wait,
huh,
wait,
huh, huh,
wait.
huh, huh, huh.
Maybe there's two of this nigga, bro. Maybe
Oh
there's
yeah.
maybe there's evil Saint Germain and good guy Saint Germain, and they're like twin siblings, and one of them's trying to do some dastardly shit, the other one's trying to stop him from doing dastardly shit, and they're both dipping into the same like knife-based like power system in
I
order
can
to
see it.
accomplish their goals.
I can see if it's like a launch situation or like a Julius and fucking
Oh
Lucius deal where it's like
shit.
there's an evil guy inside of me or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Oh, I just
I
don't
don't.
want him to be the. I just want it to be like a rug pull, so I can be like, "Aha! I knew it. Fuck
Nah,
you."
bro. Jermaine is the baddie.
No,
Cause bro got moves, man, and he's got all this shit. And it's like
fuck that.
it's dude ass.
No, man, fuck.
It's Timothy,
It
yeah.
might be Himothy.
It's Jesus Christ, yeah.
It's Jesus Christ.
Yeah, him. It's him, bruh.
Oh, I never heard Jesus Christ.
That shit was there. He the
That's
him.
so funny, dude. What the fuck?
He the Himothy, yeah. But
Oh shit.
yeah, we can't wait to see what happens tomorrow. I gotta see,
Oh,
in
it's
a minute.
tomorrow we get the
I
yeah.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully people listen to this segment before they read Dandadan or whatever, or they do it right after and they're like, damn, these niggas was kind of cooking.
I
They
hope.
guessed it right on the dot.
Oh, I'm so excited that it comes out tomorrow. I can't wait to read that. I'm like so fucking excited for the next chapter. Holy shit.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, this fucking the fucking glasses scene was funny. I like that Kenta is just like he
Kent is
says the
on point.
things.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, he's like, hold on, wait a minute, you amateurs, let me cook real quick,
Yeah.
because this is how you do this shit, first of all.
Yeah.
And then he takes off the glasses and just has like butthole eyes. I was screaming. I'm like, hold on,
It's just
dog.
funny that he just points out like he's like, yeah, Queen, blah blah blah, and then fucking Adachi, yada yada, and then he's like, said Jobe said some weird shit. They're like, wait, this dude sounds fucking complicit to him. Absolutely. He's like, wait a minute,
Yeah, see,
slow
that's more
slow your
evidence
roll.
to support what I'm saying, because everybody, just like the audience, is going, this nigga is sus. And Kinta
Yeah.
is literally the voice of Yukinobu Tatsu saying, like, no, nigga, this is a red herring, don't be fooled, bro. Like, of course you're supposed to think it's this nigga, but it's not. So
If it's not him, I want Kenta to be the one to be like, I told y'all niggas.
yeah, I am Kinta. I am him.
Yeah, this will be a big Kenta W if it doesn't end up being him. Yeah, if somehow
Yeah.
Buddy isn't the villain. Yeah,
He's not, dude.
but
Sorry.
nah.
If you're
the baddie.
I want to know in the comment sections for anyone who watches the Dandadan segment, are you team Sanjome Saint Germain is dude, or are you team red herring with me?
Yeah, let us know below.
Let me know.
Let us know for sure. Is Saint Germain the villain? And I mean, like Dandadan has like it can pull from a lot of things, fairy tales and folklores and fucking yokais and all this stuff. So it's like, uh I feel like this story can go for a long time, and I feel like it is probably at least at this point like halfway over.
Yeah, we're
If
getting at least 350 from Don to Don.
What are we at? We're at 180. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's like, okay, so if he is the villain, like, okay, defeating him, like, I wonder what that looks like if he is the bad guy, and like how far the story goes after that. And if he ends up just being like a puppet, like maybe it is like like we thought Pain was the guy in
yeah,
Naruto, but then it turned out that like Obito was pulling the strings, and then
right.
Obito's strings were being pulled, and then Madara's strings were being pulled, and it's like, okay. So
Hmm.
it's like if Saint Germain is really being built up to be the big bad, like we at least know that there's still more aliens out there. We know that the subterraneans are still out there, and it's like
Yeah, I
what
was
else
gonna
is
say, like, where
left?
the Subterraneans at? We still ain't seen Slinky Man since the Suicide Worm arc.
Yeah. It's like I want to see what we get after Saint Germain, and like if they beat Saint Germain, does he become an ally or do they wipe him off the planet? Because Turbo Granny didn't fuck with him either. So I don't
Yeah,
know. That's gonna be it for me for Don 180. What about you?
I'm also good. Yeah.
All right, yeah, we squeezed a lot out of that chapter. Hope y'all fucked with it. That's gonna be it for 180. Now jumping into our weekly Shonen magazine segment of the night for the final three chapters of the episode, because there is no weekly Shonen Jump this week. We start off with Gachiakuta, chapter 122, Explosion. And quite an explosion we got here. We last week was saying he's ready for the crash out, and we got it fucking immediately.
Yeah, and like, dude, this chapter made me so fucking mad because Folo was being such a bitch, bro. Like, normally
Bruh.
when you get these kind of like, exchanges from like one character or another, there's usually like a decent amount of logic on both sides. You know what I mean? Where like you can kind of see where both characters are coming from. At least for me, this nigga Folo was not spitting with anything he was saying like the whole time. For him to finally let it out and just like feel like such a fucking annoying crybaby bitch to me the entire fucking argument until he fucking stole off fucking Rudo at the very end. I was just like, bro, shut your bitch ass up. He even says it himself. He's like, I have an inferiority complex. It's like, that's not
Yeah,
normally something that the character admits about themselves in arguments like these. Like, that's something that like another character points out or the audience kind of like, brings up, or whatever. But like, he
yeah,
straight up says it like, I got an inferiority complex and you're not being nice to me. And I'm just like, bro, shut up.
yeah,
I do
yeah,
not
yeah.
like you at all. You are being so annoying. I need you to get your shit pushed in
It's so
immediately.
it's so funny because like I've seen the community get like really split on Folo. Like there's a lot. He's a character that has created that like fucking team Folo or fuck Folo,
Yeah.
and it's so I got some thoughts on it, and
If you were Team Folo before it, you better be Team Fuck Folo after this chapter. Because I was like, okay, here we go. It's the culmination of everything that's kind of been being built up throughout these chapters where, there's a lot of like, subtext to be, interpreted. And it's like, how does he really feel? Like, what is he trying to say? And then he finally lets it all out. And he's just like a fucking annoying child. And all of his fucking motivation for all of this was because I have an inferiority complex and you're not letting me cook despite that. And it's
yeah,
like, okay, man.
I do think that there may be a little more to it.
I
And
really hope so.
somebody,
Because I
yeah,
do
yeah.
not want to hate this kid, but like,
Well,
holy shit, his dialogue sucks.
I think I do have a an example for where I think it's coming from, but like
Okay.
it is crazy, how just all of this happens at once, and he's going off on Rudo, and it's like there are more important things, more pressing matters that we need to, fucking focus on right now. Like the fact that this house right now is going crazy, like it's like they're
Right.
fucking arguing about like who ate the last fucking orange while there's an active volcano in the background. It's like, nigga, do you not? Are you fucking high? Like, nigga,
Exactly. Even
fuck
other
the potato.
characters in the scene are like, what are you doing, my nigga? Are you serious?
Yeah, it's like, bro, what are you idiots doing? Like, bro, we gotta fucking pack this
This
up, bro. We
house is
could all
loading
die.
up a universe-ending death beam behind you right now.
Yeah, like you're just letting them full charge a spirit bomb, bro. Like, what are you doing? Like, nobody's gonna interrupt this. Like, no, like niggas just got their like kicks ready. Just nobody's using the kick button to
Right,
stop
all
the
for the
cast.
sake of this like whiny crybaby rant that
Yeah,
just had no logic supporting it. I was just like, bro, like this could have waited. Like if he
yeah,
was spitting about some shit and there was like some actual like shit to tie us to Folo like emotionally with what he was saying, it might be a little bit different. But this is literally just him crashing out on some like I'm insecure irrationally and I want you to care about it more than you do type shit.
yeah.
And it's like, dude, no.
Excuse me. So what I think is that he is actually being not manipulated, but his emotions are being enhanced. Like everything with him is
Oh.
being increased. So like he normally wouldn't be this irrational, but
Oh.
I think it's the gloves. When Rudo gave him the gloves, he started to like kind of lose his mind, and they were even saying like anybody who wears a piece of the Watchmen series, like if they're not fucking nuts, they're gonna lose their fucking mind. Like if they're not somebody like Rudo, like they will lose their mind. And I think that this is just something that is slowly like eating away at his brain and kind of changing the way he thinks and stuff. It just is he doesn't realize it because it's been like a week or two, but I think it's slowly like cooking and fucking with his brain chemistry and shit.
Wow. God damn. Okay, I take back everything I said now.
It's like it's painted to make him look crazy, and I
Because
think like
that's exactly what's going on, isn't it?
yeah,
God damn it.
it's like
Why did you let
this
me
is
say all that?
because that's what everybody is like gonna say. You
No.
know, that's
Don't
I
let me
mean,
be everybody.
I mean that's like the correct thing to kind of assume though. Like you
Okay, Arana.
and it's like
You got me, lady.
yeah, he give him the gloves, and it's like it's just like a slow acting, fucking toxin on the brain type shit. He's like slowly, the long lasting effects of wearing those gloves are starting to fuck with him, and like it kind of like it works like twofold, kind of because like we were talking about like last week with Tamsi, and it's like Tamsi's being super good guy Jones teaching Rudo stuff, and like in a way he could be, getting all the information about Rudo's gloves so that like he could one day wield them himself now that he knows all of the fucking drawbacks and all of the fucking, capabilities. Like maybe he wants to like wear them himself one day. And it's like, okay, so Folo wore them and he started losing his fucking mind. And it's like he knows all of the fucking like possibilities. So Tamsi could somewhat be, he could be watching this like, yeah, yeah, fuck him up. This is
Yeah.
this is what I want. Yeah, let's get some more experiments and shit. But also like just just more like of Folo looking crazy where he's like what did he say? You were dropped on the ground after being framed for killing your father, the brave little spherite with the tragic backstory. You've been through despair and never known, right? And you kept going through all your pain. And it's like Rudo this whole time is just like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, where is this shit coming from? But it's like it almost feels like he thinks that Rudo had a good life up there, and like coming down here was the bad part. Like he's like, you're just the fucking poor guy kicked out of your fucking heaven because like he lives, Folo, his whole life was spent on the ground in Trash City, and like the spherite is up in heaven. They call it heaven, some people or whatever, and it's like
Yeah.
he could be misunderstanding Rudo like like on a whole other level where he thinks Rudo like had it good up there, and he just he drew the bad stick after a while. Like maybe he had a rich family or something. It's like you don't know Rudo's life at all. Like his life up there was basically the same down here. Like nobody fucked with him, and now his life is getting better. And it's like he's judging Rudo, and who gives a fuck about your backstory and all that stuff. And Rudo's like, bro, what do you are, bro? Like where did I get a big head? Where did I look down on you, dog? Like we were homies. Like I fucking gave you my gloves that I love more than anything. It's just like this crash out is going crazy, and it just feels like there's definitely more to it than his inferiority complex. I feel like that shit is
God.
being fucking enhanced.
Dude, that's exactly what's fucking happening, bro. Maybe it's the house itself.
Yeah, that shit could also just be like fucking like multiplying bad energy or
Yeah,
whatever.
because like, bro, it's literally looking at us in this last splash page on page 12 at the end of the chapter. Like,
Yeah.
it's looking at us like, yeah, nigga, crash out.
Yeah, like Rudo's just like getting like more angry. Like this face when he punches Rudo, he's like, "Nigga, are you fucking kid.
Oh, I'm so mad right now, dude. They got my dumbass.
Yeah, I think a lot of people got. Yeah, I
You
had tweeted that shit too on like Wednesday. I was like, bro, what if this is just like the gloves fucking with Folo's
Oh, I
brain?
wish I
Like,
would have saw that first before I went on my dumb little tirade. I feel like such an idiot right now.
no, but like I said, like everybody, like there's a
That's
lot
good
of people.
storytelling, baby.
Yeah, there's a lot of people who were like, fuck Folo, bro. And
Oh,
and now that I got it out, like I gotta go and look at because if you guys don't, fucking check out Damo Senpai, go check out his stuff because he's got like 200 fucking Gachiakuta videos on YouTube. And now because you never want to go and like watch a video on somebody reviewing something that you review because you don't want to like copy what they say. So like
right.
now I gotta go and see if he said this.
I definitely try
Um
to like stay off the timeline and like stay out of
yeah.
Discords and like stay off of YouTube until after we're done with our recording because I don't want like some other content creator or Twitter users point of analysis to influence my analysis
Yeah.
in any kind of way because then that's when like the imposter syndrome shit really starts to ramp up or whatever.
Yeah. It's like, man,
Yeah.
I quoted this other YouTuber here, and then here I
Yeah,
quoted another
it's like, oh
YouTuber, and
no,
it's
what
like,
am I doing? I'm a
yeah,
fraud.
it's like, should I even be here or whatever? Like now you starting to look like Folo in real life. Like, what am I doing? So I'm gonna go check out his last video for this to see if he said it, and if not, I might hit him up and be like, yo, you should peep this because we're cool. But
Yeah.
yeah, this is something that I just feel like I could be wrong. Like the gloves could have nothing to do with it, but I really feel like that shit fucking because he like when they showed it, I want to say it's like chapter 84. Let me see. A man who knows yada yada. I'm gonna make some noise. Whatever. I can't find it right now, but I tweeted it. And if you guys go to my Twitter, I'll retweet it. So if anybody's listening to this segment, you don't have to like search for it. I'm gonna retweet it. So it's gonna be within the next like 10 tweets. And you'll see like there's a picture like of Folo, like, he's like, what is going on? It's ripping my shit apart. And it's like fucking you can see like his eye, like it's just it's a crazy image. It just looks like his mind is being fucking pulled apart or whatever.
God, this
And
is
he's
a
like,
fucking master class of deception right now from Keirana because there is so much writing and art dedicated to the build up to this argument, so
yeah,
like like you're supposed to think that these are actually his feelings and he's really saying these things because it's been building and building and bubbling to the top for X amount of time in the narrative. So it's just so, God, this is so well done right now.
yeah. They're cooking. And like
Oh.
this, like even Folo's eyes, like they just look crazy. Like it's just he looks like a fucking lunatic. Like,
Yeah, like bro, like on the bottom of page 3, you could see it in his face
hold on.
that he's tweaking beyond like more than what's normal.
Yeah, he's super bugging out. Yeah, he just doesn't look good. Like he
Oh,
dude needs to.
oh,
Okay,
he's very unwell, bro.
here we go. Chapter 103,
103.
pages 5 and 6, and like just 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever. Like page 9 says if a sane person tries to use part of the Watchmen series, they go crazy. But
Oh,
page 6 is like my mind. There's something eating away at it, and you can just see him getting fucking just ripped apart. Yeah.
no.
He's like
No.
when he takes him off, he's like, Rudo's been fucking like living with this shit. Like, how do you survive, bro? Like how is this your life? You just been wearing these?
Dude. I
So
don't remember the last time a manga made me feel quite like this. The way that
yeah.
I'm feeling right now after your breakdown.
K-Ron is cooking, and like this is gonna
Oh
be
my
one of them generational
god.
ones when it gets an anime. Like the anime's already, we already got the announcement. I think that somebody said that like a trailer's coming soon, so we'll probably get a trailer in the next month.
They better
And
put they whole foot, ass,
yeah,
elbows, shoulders in that shit, bro. Because
yeah,
this is one that
it's
really deserves a stellar adaptation, dude.
yeah. This is one of the best things out, and like it's such a crazy premise, and the world is such a fucking
It's
it's
so
just
well built and so
yeah.
unique and so like stylized and so it feels so fucking good right now in
It's being done by
Gachiakuta.
Bones too.
Bones.
Bones, they did like they did
I
My
know
Hero with
what
some
Bones
people.
have
Yeah,
done.
yeah. I mean, Mob Psycho was lit. I'm pretty sure they did. They did Mob Psycho, right?
Oh yeah, I
Mob
guess they
Psycho was
did,
nice.
huh? Okay, that's
Yeah,
the one that I forgot that they did, I guess.
yeah. They got some gas
No,
under their
no,
belt, I
Bones
think.
is good. I was thinking of My Hero Academia, and
Yeah,
Soul Eater was good too,
Soldier was good.
and like it looked good. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And that's another like highly stylized like art style.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, okay. Bones is good. Bones. I'm tweaking. I'm
Yeah,
tweaking.
I think they're gonna kill it with this. Like this is one that you don't fuck up.
Yeah, this
Excuse me.
is one that you do not fuck up, dude.
And it's just like this I feel like could push like I feel like this adaptation could be one that pushes Weekly Shonen Magazine kind of more into the light. Not saying they're like in the shadow, but like obviously Weekly Shonen Jump is the king. But I feel like this is another one that's gonna get like Weekly Shonen Magazine on the map. Like it's
Man, I
gonna
saw a
I feel
clip
like
from
the
the
sales.
recent Shangri-La Frontier episode with the Armageddon. That shit was drastic.
Yeah, I haven't seen that episode yet.
Oh
But
shit, that shit
like
was fucking amazing. That
yeah,
scene was so crazy. I
I
just
heard it was
retweeted it.
nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it was nuts. I saw that people were tweeting it, but
I
like
need to go through season two.
Shangri-La,
Yeah.
Shangri-La Frontier has been gassed that adaptation. But I feel like this is also going to put it like on the map, and people are going to be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like
Yeah.
they're gonna start looking to other like places and seeing, and like maybe Weekly Shonen Magazine will start like giving other things better adaptations, and like I don't know, like start cooking more of these stories because I feel like they're more of like a rom com magazine. Like there's only like five or six things other than like Ippo that I can really name that are in there. I mean, they got Sins, and they've had Fairy Tale and all the Mashima stuff, but like this is a big vibe, and I feel like it's gonna really shake shit up when it gets an anime. Like I feel like this is gonna be one of them anime that people are gonna be talking about for years.
Yeah, for sure.
This
I'm
is gonna
still
be
just
somebody's
like
favorite.
I'm still just in like complete and utter like shock that the crash out is from some other external entity
Possibly.
influencing Foley. No, that's
Yeah.
definitely what it is. He literally says I have it in fear. Like characters don't fucking say these things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's being manipulated or his emotions are being enhanced and
Yeah.
like it's so obvious now. Oh, bro, I'm about
And
to
like
fucking
this,
jump off my balcony.
and like I said, this page 3, this bottom panel, like the look that he's giving, it looks like some shit you see like at the
He
end of
looks
days.
sick.
Like, yeah, it looks like fucking Morgan from The Walking Dead or something. Like, get out of here, man. What I gotta kill you because if I kill you, it'll bring my wife back. And it's like that's not how life works, bro. People don't come back to life. You gotta kill your wife, bro. She's a zombie. It's like I'm not killing. I'm gonna kill you.
Bro,
He
niggas
got
in the
some
comment
sick eyes.
sections are gonna be fucking roasting the shit out of me. Probably for that fucking tirade I went on at the beginning of the review.
Nah, man, because like I didn't see
Oh.
anybody say the thing that I said. I just saw people saying like
Oh,
Full is
really?
justified. Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, but
Like
you know how niggas be like now like
Yeah.
once the information is out, people are gonna be like, yeah, you didn't notice that, bro?
Yeah, it's super obvious.
It was
Of course
so
you-
obvious, dude. I saw that coming from a mile away.
Why didn't you flip to chapter 83, dumbass? It's like, okay, I can't remember everything, but
Yeah.
this is why we were saying, we've been saying that this is one of them ones with that reread value.
Yeah, but
off
see,
the chain.
exactly, and this is why I love these like conversational atmospheres where we
Yeah.
review these series like with multiple people at a time because like it's not about like having all of the answers and being a Wikipedia for these series. It's about like having a conversation where multiple interpretations are thrown out and we're trying to get to the bottom of something together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why I love what we're doing right now. You know, because it's just like not only does it give you a better understanding of the series that you're talking about in the first place, but like it just like enhances your enjoyment and appreciation of them at the same time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like now I'm just like, holy fuck, Kaorana
Really cooking.
is really her, dude.
Yeah.
Like, holy
Like,
shits.
Like we need more pots, bro. We need you to cook more.
Like,
There's not enough
I'm
utensils.
fully submerging you in honey right now, goat. Like,
Yeah.
I'm drowning you in honey right now.
Encased, yeah.
Yeah.
Like fucking that shit from Star Wars, yeah. We just fully
The
fully encasing you.
carbonite
Yeah,
Han
like,
Solo coffin.
Yeah. We gonna Han Solo you in fucking honey, bro. Just straight like fucking turn you into a collectible, yo. Hard honey Arana.
Wear you as a pendant on my necklace type shit.
need that because you're
Oh
cooking, bro.
my god.
And then just this look, man. Like I'm scared for next chapter because like Rudo just he looked like a demon, bro. Like his eyes are just straight white. And when that happens, like yeah, it might change next week and he like snap or whatever. I don't know. Like something could happen next week, but like this is the look before a nigga like murders a village.
For real though.
Like
You remember you
that.
seen Trigun?
I have not seen track. I've seen like an
Oh
episode. I gotta
man.
lock in.
So yeah, you definitely need to watch Trigun. I won't spoil you or anything, but like in the flashback arc where it shows like, like Vash's like early life or whatever, they're on this like, intergalactic like deep space freighter and like everyone's going fucking crazy because like everyone's about to die or whatever on the ship and fucking one of the characters like goes through like a Morgan like type situation like you were talking about from The Walking Dead where it's just like anime characters faces like moments before they're about to like go insane or whatever. It's just
Yeah.
like another one of those situations that was just like really well done. God, that was such a good flashback arc.
Yeah. I gotta lock in and watch Trigun sometime. I got a lot of stuff on my like old list because there was definitely a point in my life where like I didn't watch like movies. There was a point in my life where I didn't watch movies for like 8 years. Like my mom used to be like, "Hey, you want to go to the movies?" And I just would say no for like 8 to 10 years. It's like,
uh
damn, bro, I missed a lot of shit. And it's like the same thing goes for like anime. So like I haven't seen fucking Akira. I
uh-oh.
haven't finished Cowboy Bebop.
You
Like there's a
should
lot
you
of
should
stuff
you
I
should
haven't
just you
seen.
should read Akira first and then watch it, in my opinion. And for anybody out there that hasn't experienced Akira yet, the proper way to do it is to read the manga and then watch the movie.
Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
My Akira, like the Akira thing's kind of like been increased because like the Kagurabachi chapter had the Akira slide, and then Shadow,
Yeah.
the Sonic movie had an Akira slide. So I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, we kind of Akira now, baby.
Akira goes fast. You'll be surprised at how quickly you get through it because the omnibus collections through Viz or Dark Horse, I can't remember exactly what it is, but like it doesn't give you like chapter endings. So like
Yeah.
you'll get to the like last page of the chapter and then like you press next and it's just like the continuation to the next chapter where you
Oh
like
yeah.
can't see the end. So like you don't like create like a mental like idea that you finished a chapter, which makes it easier
Yeah.
to just keep going through the story. Yeah.
I think that's how I Am a Hero was too when I was reading it. I haven't finished that, but like I feel like
Oh
that shit.
man, that's
It
a
was just
banger
like
too.
yeah, I feel like that shit just was like volume one, and then you click volume one, and it's like 800 pages. I was like, oh, okay, so I don't know when the chapter's gonna end.
Yeah,
I'm just
now that
reading.
it's been a while since I've read I Am a Hero, but yeah, I think it was like that too. Homunculus was also like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, I wonder if we're gonna get Rudo, fucking going crazy ape mode, or if they're gonna fucking restrain him somehow, or if
Nigga,
fucking
this house is about to activate. We ain't got
yeah, like
time for all that.
yeah, like is this shit about to spit out a bullet bill at these niggas?
Yeah,
Like
this
what's
shit
about
got
to
this shit
happen?
got an eye, a nose, and some ears. This shit's about to stand up.
Yo, Megatron, yo.
Yeah, we about to get house smacked like
Yeah,
yeah, and
it's
it's still
about to
gonna be
be
better than Black
crazy.
Clover. Oh, I'm sorry.
Damn. Damn. Yo, it's one guy.
It's been a while. I had to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Yo, this one guy that commented on like a video like three videos ago, and he was like, "What's going on, man?" I think he said like I could understand the. I think he said I could understand the Black Clover hate, but why bleach? And like I don't think we responded. Shout out to that guy. That shit was funny as hell. Every time
Oh
I see
man,
this,
if I would have saw that, I would have responded to that.
when I open up the studio app, it's still there, so I can see that comment. I always laugh.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, cause fuck bleach. Nah.
No, it's just
But,
jokes. I be saying that shit because I know Snooty watching. Bleach is fine.
That shit also just funny to me because he's like, I understand the Black Clover hate. It's like,
Yeah, you do.
I'm
You
cool
better.
it's like, I'm cool with y'all dissing this thing, but why you diss that thing? It's like, bro, this shit's fucking killing me.
It's just
But,
it's just funny and fun to hate on Bleach sometimes, but
yeah.
I was there. I was there week to week in the anime. I was
wanna
yeah,
see
that's part
some
of
action.
yeah, that's part of my childhood, you know what I'm saying? I can't actually hate Bleach, but Black
Yeah.
Clover though. Anyway, back to Gachiakuta.
Yeah. So crazy chapter. We got hella crazy crash out. Folo looking crazy. Rudo just like, dog, what are you on? And so like shit's about to get real next week. So,
Yeah.
this is a banger. It's gonna be like 3 days before we get to see what the fuck happens, but I'm here for it. This anime about to bust all over the place.
Oh
So,
yeah, anime will be a bus popper for sure.
yeah. But yeah, guys, if we missed anything or if like you didn't spot some shit that we pointed out, comment below. Let us know. Let us know your thoughts. Especially I don't know. Also like in this last page, I just noticed that Rudo's hand is like out. Like is this like a like Kamir type of deal or like
Yeah, I was thinking that
like
too.
or is it like are you fucking kidding? Like he talking what it says like are you fucking kidding me dog? Like he like kind of like got his hand pointed at
You
him.
come to me on the day of my daughter's wedding.
Yeah.
No, that's just an aura pose, bro. He did that because he knew he was on the final splash page of the chapter.
Bro, he's self-aware, yeah.
He's aura farming mid argument.
Crazy, yeah. Like Piccolo save a nigga life and just be standing on a light pole. It's like, bro, you gonna fight anymore?
We need you to do more than just look cool, Piccolo. The universe is at stake.
Nah, I'm gonna just stay here on this peak right quick, yeah.
Looking like Papoose.
Yeah, bro, bro, Kate blowing bald head, got fucking glistening, yeah. This nigga's crazy. But
shit.
now we waffling, so let's
Yeah.
see. Let's go do it for 122 Gachiakuta Explosion. Now jumping into Galaxias, we have Galaxias chapter 17. But before we jump into the coverage for that, there's some news along with some thoughts and some comments. So the news is as of this week, we got the announcement that Galaxias will be transferred from Weekly Shonen Magazine to Manga Poke, which I believe is a digital platform. I don't know much about Manga Poke. I know there's some manga over there. But the series will move from a
There
weekly
better be.
yeah. There better be manga on Manga Poke. Yeah. But the series will move from a weekly to a bi-weekly schedule starting on February the 5th. And so I when things happen like this is a series that's getting fan translated, I believe, or maybe it's officials. I don't know because I just read it on one of them bad boy sites. So I don't know what's really going on because like Ranger's in the same magazine and that shit's not consistently getting fucking good translations. It's being done by homies, fans, and that's going well. Sometimes we get some breaks or whatever, but Galaxias is one of them ones where it's like we either get like a break or whatever, or like we get a month break or whatever because the author's sick or something. But we also get like 8-page chapters.
Yeah,
Kind
a
of
wonky
frequently.
release situation for Galaxias one way or another, whether it's health related or translation related or whatever.
And it's scary when it's a series this young because it's like it hasn't had time to like stretch its legs. And like I heard the sales weren't great, but like it's Weekly Shonen Magazine, so sales aren't like as big of a deal. But at the same time, it's like it's also just been like 17 chapters, and you've been on like 5 breaks, and you're dropping 8-page chapters. It's like it's a scary situation. Um, one of my mutuals said, "Damn, Galaxy is getting hit with the dead account treatment." And dead account is a series I think that's on Manga Poke that is not being officially translated. So like they are like this person in particular, Ringu. They're big on dead account, and they are like super pushing it all the time and talking about it. But like they are just kind of sitting in purgatory waiting. While I'm pretty sure there's like a good 30 or so chapters just sitting in the tuck that they can't read because they're not being translated. And so
Damn.
I was like, dead accounts translations are still rough, right? I'm wondering how this will affect our ability to read, whatchamacallit on release. And so they said the translation's fine. It's being simulpubbed. I think it changed. And the quality, from what I can gather, is very good. At least the only thing that changed from the swap was the author took more breaks and doesn't really do color pages anymore. Galaxias should be fine. So Galaxias, in a perfect world, should be fine, and we should be getting it every 2 weeks, and hopefully, more than 8 pages. But with the way it's been going, things haven't been very consistent, and also our podcast is mostly focused on weekly chapters, so there is the possibility of it being replaced. We like it. We think it's worth talking about. Knox, I'm sure you would agree.
Oh yeah, for sure. Especially after last chapter, I feel like I'm more locked in than ever for Galaxias. We got cold-blooded samurai sword chick slicing niggas in half and shit. It's like I'm here for that. We got this cool new location in this mushroom world. Like I'm trying to see where this shit goes, but yeah, like if it stays on like a 2-week schedule and it's on time every 2 weeks, I think that there's enough here for Galaxias to warrant us keeping it. But if it's going to stay with hiatuses or, weird translation issues on top of being, a 2-week schedule, then I definitely can see the justification for the replacement there too.
And that's where I am with it. I fully agree. So we would love to keep it, and we like it. We feel like it's worth it. It has earned its spot of being on this show, especially since we kind of like to cover things that are newer and not the biggest that could get big or whatever. But I guess what we will be replacing it with would likely be something that we both read and enjoy, and some other people have asked about it, and I think first on the list would probably be Shangri-La Frontier. I think it would be a great replacement if it ends
Yeah.
up getting replaced, because same magazine, it's anime is jumping and the sales are bonkers, and who doesn't like the Birdman, and this we want to review things that are weekly, and if it can consistently drop chapters bi-weekly, then sure, we'll try it out and see. But like if we start getting 2 weeks with no chapter, or like we wait 2 weeks and we get 7 pages or something, it's like, okay, maybe this isn't
Or
the
we
right
wait two
fit.
weeks and then on the day it's supposed to come out, they say, "Oops, sorry, it's on break this week" or something. That's gonna be really
Yeah.
frustrating.
Yeah, because then it's like we could go a month without it, and it's like it's just a lot to think about. If you are listening to this segment because you like Galaxias, or you also you forgot to you finished listening to the Gotchi segment and forgot to hit skip to go to Ranger or something, and this is just playing in your ear right now, let us know down below. If you like Shangri-La Frontier, what you think or whatever. I'm also going to mention it in the outro, and we'll be tweeting about it and stuff like that. I think Weeb has to read Shangri-La Frontier. So if it's something that we end up doing, it wouldn't be immediately. Like we wouldn't be swapping tomorrow, but it might take a little time. But I think a month is enough time for him to catch up and stuff. But
It better be.
yeah, I think that's a strong replacement if it comes to that.
That's the
But
strongest replacement, period.
yeah, big muscly one. But but back to the actual chapter. We took a little bit of time to veer off, but Galaxias chapter 17, the Fungus Kingdom, and the Midair City Grib, also known as the Fungus Kingdom. It's interesting to find out that this is fungus. These mushrooms are not like real. They were artificially made by a knight named Grib, who like created them when he attacked or whatever. So
Yeah,
I
that
just
immediately made me think of One Piece with Aokiji versus Akainu,
oh
and
yeah,
how their fight kind of like changed the atmosphere and the weather conditions and the terrain of Punk Hazard that we had a whole arc at, after Fishman
yeah,
Island and whatnot. And it's just cool to feel One Piece in this way in
love that.
Galaxias. Yeah,
One Piece is one of the things that kind of like we got the vibe for early on
right.
too. Was like, yeah, adventure, going on a trip in a Great Big Rocket. Yeah, it's like I was One
All
Piece
these
vibes was
trippy, mushroom head locations. I don't know. It just feels like,
yeah,
yeah,
the Mushroom Island or whatever. Like this
yeah,
is
feels like some
yeah,
One Piece shit.
yeah. But short chapter this week, but still, some good information. So the mushrooms are squishy. They're still growing. Narrate doesn't know what a mushroom is, apparently, and he's just okay with
Eating it
he's
and getting the runs.
yeah, that, and like just like, and he's like, they're similar to bamboo. He's like, what's bamboo? And he's like, it's similar to mushrooms. Gotcha. It's like
Good enough for me.
you don't know shit, man. It's like, how does that help?
Oh yeah.
So dude's a blockhead. He's just cool with the simple explanations. Um, but yeah, it's like, man, these mushrooms are hundreds of years old, and they were created by a single dragon folk. It's like, how strong was this dude? Very fucking strong, apparently. He was one of the Zodiacs, I guess. And so we got some more information. I feel like these short ass chapters be given like they be trying to like throw in a bunch of like lore stuff. So it's like, yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't give you a lot of pages, but like here's some chunky meat for that for them fucking eyeballs.
I'm leaving here with something.
I'm leaving it with something. Yeah. So we got a picture of silhouettes for all the dragon knights, and this one up front, like this one in the front right above his foot is like touching the speech bubble that says that strength
Yeah.
transcends the individuals. That one, like, I'm getting like Suguru Getsu vibes based off the fucking hair and the
Oh
stance or
yeah.
whatever.
Nah, for real though. I see
And I'm
that.
like,
And
I
so
would
the
I would
one the
love
one to the left of dude
uh-huh.
is definitely like sword chick, right?
That
Because
I
of the tail.
did
That's the same tail, ain't it? None of the other tails are looking close to hers.
I can see it. Yeah. That could be it. And
Yeah.
then like she's kind of got like a poncho on or
But
something that
also none
looks
of the
like
other tails have any kind of funk to them. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
sure like the other tales don't actually look this simple on these characters when we actually meet them, right? Oh, but
Yeah,
then wait a
maybe.
minute, the one in the back right clearly has a sword on their hip.
Yeah, and then the one to the left too, they don't look like they have a tail, so maybe they're hiding a tail. So maybe
Wait, the one on the left, the one next
like
to the
to,
spiky tailed one?
no, the one that you pointed out in the back,
Oh.
and then like you look to
Oh
the
yeah,
left.
yeah, yeah,
That one
yeah.
looks like they don't have a tail, or maybe it's like up some. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
hard to
it's just like
tell.
obstructed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. These
Nah, you should
Dragon
be able to see
Knights,
something, even if there's another tail in character in front of them. Like their tail is hidden.
maybe shit.
It's retracted.
Now that I think about it, since you said the words another tail, I wonder if we're gonna see somebody with two tails or some shit. Like, are we gonna see
Double
multiple tail?
tail would be
Yeah,
crazy.
that's
Would
gonna be
that be?
like a
Would that mean two different powers?
maybe. I could see it like some kind of fucking
And
Frankenstein. Somebody like fucking slap somebody else's body, like kind of like how Madara fucking infused himself with fucking Hashirama cells or something.
yeah, it's like a fucking like fire and ice, like Todoroki situation. It's like one tail's
Yeah.
fire, one tail's ice. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I could see it. That'd be a cool way to like show some power escalation, but don't know how the fuck we would get there. But um something I'll be forgetting about when I read this manga is that they have like jets and stuff. So it's like they're talking about like fucking advancements in science and industrial revolutions and these dragon knights, what is it, as a military asset they're on par with other superpowers, atomic bombs and aircrafts. I'm like, oh shit, like this don't look like the type of series where people were like there's atomic bombs, but I guess they are.
I mean, shit, we saw like a F-150 or wait, what am I? That's a truck, nigga. Hold on. We saw like
Yeah,
we saw a fighter jet, or they mentioned a
Ford
fight.
built tough.
They mentioned a fighter jet in one of the previous chapters.
Yeah, and then they rode a train to get here. It's just I don't know. I'd be thinking like this shit's way more like old than it is.
Right. I think it's just the
Like this,
locations that we happen to be in. I think that there's if they're talking about industrial revolutions and atomic bombs and other kinds of technology, I think that we've just been in more archaic locations, and there's probably like
yeah,
a trippy like cyberpunk world or cyberpunk city or country like somewhere else that we're eventually going to get to where it's like
that'd be dope.
futuristic. Yeah.
That'd be crazy. Dragons in a fucking futuristic city, like dragon folk niggas.
Yeah.
They get there and they got these fucking rag tags on. I don't know. I do like the character designs. Like I feel like these are pretty unique. Like I like the page 5. We got like the dude with the fucking Fisher hat on, and I feel like that's a cool like design. I've never seen. I don't think I've seen like a hat like. I've seen like bucket hats, but it looks like it's just a different like style that I've seen. And then the chick to her left, the little kid, she cool design. And then obviously to the left of that, it's like, oh yeah, hot mama, I like it. We got more of them. I feel like the female character design is always on point. And then the next page we got this guy, looks like he's fucking making some moonshine or something. I'm getting prohibition vibes off of him or some shit.
Which one?
The dude on page 6, the one that's like, did you just say you're a host?
Oh yeah, he do look like a newsie, don't he?
Yeah, like he
Extra, read all about it. But he's like
yeah.
middle aged.
Yeah, like he been doing that shit all his life, and then in his spare time, he making that fucking moonshine or something.
Yeah. He got the
But yeah,
Kangol on, screaming.
but he don't fuck with Yuri Hulse because Buddy was fucking terrible, worst person alive, worst person we've ever heard of.
Yeah.
He's the trash that killed the Dragon King.
And he said that specifically, like he lowered the reputation of this city specifically. So like, what did? Oh wait, probably just because he's like a Kingslayer. So wait, yeah, but no, but like, how would that be specific to this place? He must have been kicking it here or something. This must have been
Maybe
like somewhere that he hung out regularly, like he used to live here or something.
I can see it. Yeah, this town's reputation has plummeted thanks to him. Let's see.
Yeah, I wonder
Maybe
what's up with that. This must have been
maybe
like he must have had property here or something.
yeah, that or like maybe he fought Grib here and all this shit
Ooh,
happened.
wait, well, but wasn't that hundreds of years ago?
Oh yeah, true.
How old is dude ass?
Yeah, we don't know how long these motherfuckers be living. But yeah,
Wait,
there's
wait, 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 wait,
mysteries.
wait, wait. So Grib did this to this place hundreds of years ago, apparently, and they said that Yuri Holst lowered the reputation of this place specifically. He did, and they said it's been 6 years since then, and things are finally picking up again. So Yuri Holst like just did some shit here that made people
Yeah.
hate this place like 6 years ago. Okay.
So maybe he was hiding out here or kicking it or something, like you said. I don't know. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
definitely interesting to see like what the fuck he did to make this place, plummet
Yeah,
reputation.
he was probably like a resident, and then was like, all right, I'm gonna go kill the king. Peace. Thanks for letting me kick it here for a while. And then people were like, man, the Kingslayer came from y'all's place,
Yeah, I can
from
see him
y'all's
like
city. Yeah.
I can see him running like maybe he killed the king and then fled here, and it's like they sent fucking
Oh.
armies to this place, and it's like don't go to fucking Grib
Yeah.
or whatever. They're fucking holding up a criminal Kingslayer. Uh, yeah, they're giving them fucking board and what's it called? What they call it?
Harboring.
Yeah, but like when somebody gets like a hotel, it's like they call it something and
Oh,
board.
lodging, room and board.
Yeah, room and board. Yeah. So it's like you're fucking harboring the fugitive and shit. So
Yeah.
we'll find out, I guess, in due time. But
Guess we'll see if it doesn't get axed.
yeah, Axie. But I don't know. I feel like it's good enough to survive. We'll see.
Me too.
But yeah, man, we got mushroom shit. Buddy ate the mushroom. He got the bubble guts, and they just got communal toilets. So he just go and take a poop, no biggie.
That shit was shaking the ground. This nigga got the worst doo-doo of all time, bro. Holy fuck. I thought powers were I thought he was about to like start. I thought they was about to start fighting.
Yeah, I wonder if like this series was more popular, like if the timeline would be like ripping this apart for that. It's like, bro, like they, how people get pissed when it's like it seems like a super tense moment, and then they like pull a gag. It's like, man,
Yeah.
I thought they were about to throw down, like shit was real, and then it's like the king engine. The king's
Yeah.
actually a bitch or whatever.
Yeah, this is like anti-aura right now.
Yeah, they be like fucking killing him about aura on the timeline.
Yeah. Look at this bum.
Yeah, nigga got a bellyache, yeah.
But
yeah, so I mean, quick chapter to get to the end. We finally find out what like Schmidt is up to, and turns out that her dad was on the same shit.
yeah, if this is even the whole truth.
Yeah, he probably lying a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like with a character like this, like you don't get 100% of the truth delivered in a conversation like this. Like I feel like it's not until his emotions are like completely different and he's like about to die or something, or you get like a flashback that confirms like certain things, you know what I mean, like 100% of the way. Like if he's just like, I've been lying to y'all the whole time, but okay, I guess I'll tell you everything right now with a shitty little like Richard Gere smirk on his face too. Like, nah, this ain't the whole truth, bro.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm gonna just give you a little bit so that you don't, bitch about me being here. This so now you want me to talk, and like I ain't gonna say shit next week. But
You're
you
right.
gonna want me to.
Yeah, nah, like when we find like we'll finally know everything about what's going on with dude when he's in like a completely different mood. Like he's got to be like very serious, like not shit-eating grin when he delivers the information in order for us to take it as 100% valid.
Yeah, but like I was saying before, they be dropping these kind of like information bombs and shit, and like kind of like hinting at stuff in these short chapters. So it's like fucking nobody has overcome for 100 years the dragon source. It's like the mystery behind dragon folks. So okay, we know that there's
I want to know where these niggas get their powers from.
Yeah, where y'all getting them tails? Cause I want to go get me one.
Right. It was probably like some kind of, mad scientist like himself or whatever that like originally, did the thing, and it was like almost kind of like a virus that kind of like went out and like gave everybody powers or something like that. It's like
I was gonna say maybe the rate is like, maybe the rate is like patient zero, but nah, cause like he fucking is, I guess Yuri's kinda or something. Like Yuri was like also trying to find out what the mystery is, and it's like
I think there's some kind of like zombie story out there where it's like, how did this happen? And it's like, well, I was trying to create a virus to kill, a specific country, and it kind of like ran away from us and infected the whole world, and now it's fucking zombie apocalypse. So oops.
Yeah. I was trying to find a way to wipe out all mosquitoes, but I actually gave everyone the fucking zombie butt virus.
Yeah.
It's like, bruh, like we could have had no mosquitoes and been lit, bro. You fucked everything up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, short chapter, very short. Mentioned it, several times, but it's for what it is, it's good. We got a little bit of information. We learned a little bit about Grib, some more about the Dragon Knights. People don't fuck with Yuri. It is what it is. So
Yeah.
uh, if Weeb was here, he'd probably have some more to say. He'd be cooking with the Galaxias chapters. If anybody's got more to say, maybe we missed or should have pointed out or whatever, let us know down in the comments. But I think I'm all squeezed out for chapter 17.
Yeah, I'm good too, man.
All right, that's gonna do it. Now jumping into our last segment of the night, Ranger Reject. Welcome back, because it's been a few weeks since we talked about it, and I don't think I talked about it for a hot minute because I took some days off. But
Mm.
chapter 165, Shinya Kuretani, age 28, part 3. It's good to see Shinya's backstory. He's a character that we kind of been, not really knowing much about other than him being an asshole. But like now we're getting to see a lot of, why. But the big question and mystery is, what led to his downfall, his spiraling, his crashing out, and
Hamartia.
yeah, we got part 3 of this backstory, which I think is already longer than any other backstory in the series.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think when I looked, like after I read the chapter, I think V said that like the next chapter is a continuation. It looks like it already. I mean,
Right.
I feel like it's already, it's kind of obvious. Maybe it'll be a part 4 or part 5 to his story, but like just after this one, I went and looked, and it was like, yeah, every other backstory has only gone up to like part 2. So Shinya is
Wow.
getting some shine, and we're learning a lot of lore, not just for Shinya, but his past is connected to a lot of characters.
Yeah,
So
and just like the lore of like this world we're in, as far as like how the Dragon Keepers go from, the priestess situation with the gods being, the pillars or whatever, the to protect the world against calamities, to the divine dragon rangers. It's like all connected, like in their story and in the actual planet. So
yeah, it's like
it's pretty insane.
yeah, it's like outside of like seeing the Dragon Keepers do these things, we don't. This world doesn't give off like mythical beings and superpowers. So it's like, yeah, these guys have like crazy gadgets that do sick and insane things. But like, what you telling me? There's really like gods, like dragon gods. So it's
Right.
like crazy. Like these dragon gods really existed, and they just kind of fucking was like, yeah, those are cool. Let's chop them up and put them in our guns. Like
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm assuming it's because like people stopped like praying to them. They like, stopped like getting enough worshippers to like keep them, strong enough until like this like priestess clan was just like, okay, we can't just let this power dwindle away like forever. If people aren't going to be
yeah,
believing in them, then we gotta be the ones that believe enough to at least keep them, powerful enough to do something. You know what I'm saying? We can't waste
yeah,
this.
yeah.
We can't waste this energy, and then at some point they decided to go, okay, well, what if we like, take it from like a you guys praying in this palace and like keeping the flame barely alive. What if we take it and apply like technology to it, and we can kind of like manifest that power in these weapons, and then we can get a little bit more potency from them this way. Potentially is kind of how I'm seeing it playing out here
I do
as the
remember.
story continues. Yeah.
I remember something. I don't remember the exact details or like the full conversation, but back when D found out that the dragon tools are made from people, when Shinya was like, he like smiled with D asked or whatever, and he was like, he was giving him kind of his philosophy on it, and was like, some people had power, and I wanted to like give that power to more people instead of like one group of people kind of hoarding it to themselves, like
Oh
like
wow, there's a lot
yeah,
to
I
be
guess.
said about that, ain't
Yeah,
there?
yeah, yeah. So it's crazy because I mean he seems like a madman, but like I don't know. We got to get some more information on dude, but it's
Yeah.
like a lot of things
Seems
here that
crazy,
could.
but he's really just like anti-capitalism.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
It's
yeah,
like, oh, wait a minute, you rock actually.
yeah, he actually kind of spitting, but it's like a lot of things here in his backstory, since we haven't like talked about it, and I'm not gonna like try and like pull the conversations to talk about parts 1 and 2,
Right.
just because we're limited on time, and I'm not like my memory. I haven't read those 2 chapters in like a month or whatever,
Yeah.
but
Ranger Reject and
just
Gachiakuta are like top two on my like reread list for especially like when it comes to like analysis and review like on our show. It
yeah.
just feels so necessary.
Yeah, yeah. It's just like thinking about like the things that like could have possibly made him like crash out and become crazy. If he's crazy, is like, like there was his whole like jealousy angle where it seemed like he was kind of jealous of Sane, who was getting, some shine with the writing
Yeah, she
thing.
was
And
a
it's like,
real writer dancing on his
yeah.
goof ass.
And
Yeah.
then it's like we see like the events of this chapter where it's like apparently him and what's this girl's name, Hitoko, have a daughter or something, or a kid.
Uh,
They're talking about it like 4 or 5 pages in. What is it? They're talking about the one sister is like asking about him, like, do you make money,
yeah,
can you
because they're
support our
saying that they're gonna
sister?
get married and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in what is it? You have a child, don't you? One who inherited the blood of the dragon priestess, and Hitsuko's like, and Shinya's like, oh, come on, the kid has nothing to. She like lightsabers him, and he's like, yo, is this
Yeah.
shit real? It's like, so they have a kid, I guess, and it's like they had a kid before getting engaged, and like the shrine priestesses don't really fuck with that. So like
Child out of wedlock.
yeah, they're probably
No.
like, you're gonna give us that kid, and we're gonna raise her the right way because she's one of us. She's got our blood.
Ugh.
And so
And it's
it's like
like
I can.
Suzukiri, the character we know.
Well, Suzukiri is here. She's the Muko.
Yeah, no, I mean
Unless
like
I'm.
the one like we've been following the whole story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, she's
Suzukiri.
here. The
Yeah, we'll
blonde
get
one
back
or
to you.
whatever.
No, she's dark hair. When she comes out, I guess. Yeah, get back to your room, Muko. She's got dark hair. But
Oh
I guess it
shit. Wait, the one with the jet
becomes.
black eyes from the very beginning of the story that's been like in the story the whole time that was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
working with
yeah.
D in the beginning. Oh my god.
Yeah, pretty sure this is her unless I'm tripping. But also like one of Suzukiri's like flashbacks, when they were trying to assassinate Green, she had like a flashback, and it was like uh a older woman and a younger like child, and she like the words kind of blurred out and you couldn't see like the first 3 letters, but the last letters was like Muko, Muko or whatever, and I'm pretty sure that was her, and I guess her mom or something.
Oh
And it
shit.
was like everything's gonna be okay. I can't remember exactly, but it was like everything's gonna be okay, Muko type shit. So
Yeah, the way that
maybe,
oh yeah, sorry, keep going.
sorry, I was gonna say maybe like the kid died, and that was one thing that caused him
Yeah.
to lose it.
Well, the way that it kind of like the way that I kind of interpreted how this will eventually unfold towards the end of this backstory is like, yeah, definitely playing off of the jealousy angle where he's like, man, this is supposed to be a masterpiece. Like, I'm supposed to be a better writer than this. Old girl over
Yeah,
here flexing on me, writing way better shit than me. Like, I'm about to be 30 years old and still don't have like, a magnum opus that I can say like I did this shit for, et cetera, et cetera. I can see that turning into like, well, if I can't write the tokusatsu that gets me the awards and gets me the acclaim, then I can take this crazy mythological dragon god situation that I've been thrust into and make my own story out of that in the real world inside of like the Divine Dragon Rangers and the Invaders and like the executives and whatnot. Because
yeah,
it seems like he's just like fuck the TV show. I'm gonna make the TV show reality, and then I can say I did that. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It kind of where it seems like it's going to me at least right now.
And it's like they got all this power. They're just sitting in a cave. I'm taking that shit.
Yeah,
It's like they're not doing nothing with it. I can make my life and everyone's life better. The kids are gonna love this show.
yeah.
We're gonna have merch and all this
It's a
stuff.
way
Like the
bigger
world's
deal than just writing a damn story
yeah,
some weird like syndication company. Like I'm trying to change the world. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like that's a way better thing to be proud about than a couple episodes of a TV show or whatever.
Yeah, I could definitely see him just being like, bro, I was thinking too small. Fuck this TV shit. Like, this is
Yeah.
real. Like, he'd chop it up bodies. Like, yeah, this is going to be a fucking big deal. I'm going to save the world one
Yeah,
day.
and then it
While
just spirals down from that. Like,
yeah,
it's like, hold on, wait a minute. Now I'm chopping up body. Oh, well, I mean, shit, I'm going to be famous.
yeah, it's all going to pay off at the end. And then it's like, well,
They going to
shit.
know it was me.
Yeah, it's like, well, shit. Now we got like real superpowers. I guess I gotta create super villains, and it's like
Yeah,
the experiments just go too far.
right, exactly.
It's like he created these fucking monsters and just can't control it, and it's a lot here, and like I guess there's still parts to the backstory that we're waiting on, but it's all
It
plus
seems like
like the
it's
fact,
going that way though to me, and like
yeah,
I said, I need a reread and whatnot. I'm probably missing hella details here, but that's just like the vibe. It's kind of giving off to me right now.
yeah, a reread is major.
Hmm.
So yeah, there's the child angle, the whole like fucking the capitalism and power thing, and then like his career and them not fucking with, like, the first episode bombed, like everyone's just having a fucking pity party at fucking I want to say Soshi. I feel like they're doing it on purpose, like not saying his
Yeah,
like first
maybe
name.
maybe the original dude is Soshi Akabane, and then once they started making
Yeah,
clones, he became Sosei.
yeah, because like this I'll just spit it out because I don't know if you were like thinking about it, but the hair at the end
Yeah,
is
what's up with that?
that
Oh,
is
that's his
that
idea to clone. He's like, wait a minute,
well, well,
DNA.
well, no. So I was thinking about that at first too, but it's the guy that's missing. So say has killed the dude.
Oh, and then he walks in like, "What are you doing, bud?"
Yeah, bro. Like I screenshot this picture when he's like holding the hair, and Sose comes in. He's like, "You gotta take a piss off by yourself, big man." Like he walks in, you're not gonna ask me to hold that for you. So shit. It's like a weird look. Like who gave you permission to pee by yourself, bro?
Oh my god.
But like, yeah, at first I was like, okay, maybe he's like planning on cloning Sose somehow with his hair. Because I mean it looks dark, but like
Yeah,
but he
nah.
questions it being his own, and he's like, "Is that my?" And he's like, "Nah, it's too long." But the
And
other
then
dude
his
had
heart
long
starts
blonde
beating
hair.
like, "Wait a minute.
Yeah,
He
and then it's
murdered, bro."
yeah, it is like at that point, it's like, okay, I gotta keep it cool. I don't know shit, and like it creates this weird situation and like high tension. He's always like on edge, like this Sosei or Soshi know that I know he killed that dude, so it's probably created a crazy work environment
Oh
and like that.
man.
Like knowing that your coworker murdered somebody, but you don't know if they know you know, and just having to like
Oh,
keep going to work. It's
my
like that shit would
coworker
fuck
is
with you too.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yeah, it's like I'm scared to say something. We're making lots of money. I got superpower. I got a daughter. Like all kinds of crazy shit. It's like this is a scary situation. That alone would make you go fucking crazy.
Nah, for real
Um,
though. That's like levels of stress that none of us will probably ever experience in our lifetimes.
yeah, and it's like during the three-way battle arc, there was like a panel where it like showed a TV and it was like Soshi Akabane has been arrested for, I'm pretty sure it said murder or whatever. He's been
Ah,
arrested for, so it's like the pieces are falling into place. All like Shinya's story is intertwined with so many
why would
characters.
you clone a psychopath like this though?
Yeah,
No
yeah,
wonder he fucking
exactly.
murdered dude in the beginning of the story, bro. This is fucking he got that gene in him.
Yeah, he got that shit. He got that shit on him, bro. Like got that monkey on his back. That it. There's a lot going on, and then it's like, okay, so two Shinyas too. Like, man, what's going on? Like multiple fucking Soseis and two Shinyas, because this is like, we're in the dream space looking at D's getting a look at Shinya's backstory
There's
based on the one
so
that was in
much to
there.
this fucking story, bro. Like this is all coming from the mind of one person, bro.
Yeah,
Holy fuck, dude. Mangaka are different, man.
they really are, and they got to pump this shit out weekly.
Ugh.
They gotta write and fucking draw and like deal with criticisms and people going like, "I hate your work. Your last one was better," or whatever. And it's like,
Yeah,
bro,
you got to worry
that's
about like the audience like figuring things out like that you don't want them to know too early. And what do you do if they do? You just got to
yeah.
keep fucking writing the story. And like, even though the jig is up, like, there's just so much to this shit.
That and like, it's like what if your idea of the story like the message doesn't get conveyed? So it's like you working all day, all week, all fucking month and year, and it's like, man, what if they don't get it and they hate it because like I didn't make like something obvious enough? Like people just
Right.
don't get the message, and
Then
it's
you got
like
to deal with
people,
like death of the author too. Oh my
yeah,
god, dude.
it's like a lot.
Anxiety probably through the skyscraper roof.
Yeah, fucking what's the imposter syndrome and shit? Like Gege finished JJK and like did you see the letter? Like everything in
Yeah,
that
I
letter
saw
was
that
like
shit.
I was mad because the whole letter was just like, I'm sorry you guys had to deal with my work. I suck and stuff. And I'm like, bro, you've been fucking writing this story for like 5 years. It just just your final words to everybody is just sad. Like, thanks for reading it. I'm sorry you guys had to put up with my writing alongside other great works.
The internet
Just,
was a mistake. We need to go back to like letters pages where like the only people that the author can like see talking about their shit had to like write a handwritten letter and send it to the fucking publication line. Just
yeah.
too many fucking people commenting on things constantly.
Yeah, it's too easy to just say something dumb on the internet, and like not enough people like they need to bring back internet bullying for like dumbass trolls and shit.
Nah, for real though.
Because like people can just say dumb stuff and it just sticks.
Yeah, we gotta start shaming these niggas, bro. We gotta do like a line of content where we just like pull up like brain dead takes and be like, "What are you doing, dude?
You look stupid, brother."
Yeah, like you don't wanna show up on that fucking segment. You know what I'm saying? Like that might make people
Yeah.
think twice if we get big enough. But
Yeah. But I do love how this was it page 6. The episode opens. I'm pretty sure this is how chapter 1 opens too, where it's like the gigantic fortress that suddenly appeared in the sky over
Yeah.
10,000 meters. I'm getting big like the city of Townsville vibes
type
when I read
shit.
this.
Yeah.
I want to hear that, but I'm pretty sure this is how chapter 1 opened, or at least
Nah,
this is like
it's something like we've
this-
definitely seen this panel before.
exactly, yeah. It's like within the first 10 pages of chapter 1. But everybody's like crying and stuff. Episode 1 bombed. I think they said episode 2 did better. Online criticism online was harsh. The lowest view rates among the shows in that time slot. So it's like Shinya just the episode bombed.
It's like I'm washed.
Yeah.
And then
got better.
Sanae's like episode like put them on the map, and that was the one that she wrote by herself. So that's also, a part of the catalyst for the crash out too.
Yeah, we about to get that Folo thing going on. Where he's just like, I suck, and I just like everything. Like my episode bombed, and everything around me just got worse. It just my life.
Girl stunting on me as I fail. No.
Yeah, it's like I could see how some characters ended up where they ended up, but Shinya, man, he's just always been that guy. Like he ain't got that shit eating grin, man. He looks sad, and fucking Sosei's like stepping up for him and shit. He's like, I know the stories that Kiritani writes are interesting. Episode 2 is good too. And he's like, Akabane, I can't believe you would, say those things about me in my writing and shit. It's like, you believe in me.
Yeah. Too bad you're a fucking murderer, and I just found out that you're domering it up in here. What the fuck, dude?
Crazy domerisms, yo.
What a complicated situation.
Yeah, like at first when I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, he sees a long strand of hair, Sosei getting bitches. Maybe like some chick was over here, she was washing her hair or something, and he's like, damn, Sosei's...
I definitely was like, this is the inspiration for cloning. That was the first thing I thought of. I was like, oh, what if I clone this nigga? But that just like doesn't make sense for the situation now. He definitely just found like dead body evidence.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, was he like fucking he breaking bad and motherfuckers? Like he just acid dumping them in the bathtub? Like that's where I thought it was going next.
Hydrofluoric acid body removal.
Yeah, because like when he goes like, is that no, it's too long. Like it looks like he's it looks like the perspective shifts and it looks like a bathtub over there. And I'm like, okay, is he about to look at the bathtub and see limbs? But then you get thump.
My Home Hero
like,
type beat.
Yeah. But then you get the thumps, and it's like Sosei or Soshi is like coming to the bathroom because maybe he's like, shit, like I didn't fully clean up the bathroom.
Yeah,
and
the realization panel at the bottom of 17 is fucking crazy. The art for that, he's just like, yeah.
It's like, man, like I got this hair in my hair. Like you should drop it so you don't look like you spotted something. But like, I feel like something might be off with Soshi. Like maybe I don't know, man. Like he got some kind of like mental disorder where he's looking and he's like, okay, Shinya didn't say anything about the murder, so he has no clue.
Nah, bro definitely knows what Shinya just realized, bro. Like he walks in and look at the expression on his face on the top panel of 18, and then Shinya like looks at him like stressed, and then he's like back to normal, and like the next panel, like, all right, let's go. Like he definitely knows. Like you don't make an expression like that on the top and then go back to normal guy.
Yeah. Maybe it's just one of those like I'm strong and I could kill this guy. He kind of a bitch right now. So like I'm gonna just.
He better not let the cat out of the bag, otherwise his hair gonna be in that sink next.
Yeah, you see what you found, bro. Let's go to the store and get some more brews.
Yeah,
Don't say
cool.
nothing.
Be cool, man.
Yeah, keep
I'll
it on the
stuff you
low,
down
brother.
that drain.
Yeah, go straight down that bitch.
Oh, just
And
like the
I'll find
last
another.
guy.
I'll find another guy to replace the Yellow Ranger.
Yo.
Yeah, so a few weeks went by and our ratings did increase exponentially. Exponentially. This is a fucking
Exponentially.
new word. Exponentially.
Expeditiously and exponentially combined.
Quickly over time and shit. Yeah. Fucking godly episode 7. So they worked on it by herself. So like, what was she cooking, brother?
Oh no, she got the chef hat and the apron on though.
Yeah, she a real writer. I need to see like I want to see episode 7 and I want to see episode 1. Like how bad was that shit where they had grown men crying in this bitch, and then how good was episode 7 where the whole world was like, yeah, we fucking with Dragon Keepers.
Yeah, we're locked in now.
Yeah, like this backstory, it's good,
It's
man.
hitting.
And I want to know like how, because we still don't know like how old Shinya is currently. So it's like, yeah, he was 28 here, but like, was this 30 years ago and he's just been cloning Sosei? Like, how are these
Right.
guys dead? Well, no, because
Oh,
Sane's around. So
Sanae's around in present time.
yeah, well, she's dead now,
Oh.
because of like the fucking pinks coming to kill her or
Oh
whatever. And Sosei's arc.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck! I
but
forgot that was her.
yeah, but like, like these other people, like these other actors who played, like this one guy was Sane's, I guess, husband, the greenkeeper guy here with the long black hair, and then we got this blue dude who's drinking, and the one that's like they take him out, and then the girl was pink, obviously, this Momo chick.
Yeah,
So it's
dude with the
like,
short hair in the middle part kind of looked like fucking what's dude from Akira? Tetsuo. Oh, you haven't seen
yeah,
Akira. Oh yeah, but you've
yeah, I
probably
know
seen
that's what
Reed, though. Yeah.
But yeah, so he was the blue keeper, and then the long haired fucking guy was the green, who I'm pretty sure killed himself. Sane said, like, because Sosei during that Sosei arc, when she was like her flashback or whatever, or Sosei's flashback, like Sosei pulled up to the crib after getting out of jail or something. It was like, I got a new play at it. It was like, she was like, I remember she said like he took his whole life and only the devil could have came up with a plan that like evil or something based on like what Sosei like came to their house with. And
Oh
I think
shit.
she lost a kid or oh no, the kid was there, Momoko or something. I forget the girl's name, but she's with Sosei now. I forget her name.
Damn.
But yeah, there's a lot of moving parts with Ranger, and it's like if you're not really locked in, you can miss a
You're
lot
gonna
of
miss
shit.
a lot of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like since it's been, there's been some breaks and then some gaps with the chapters releasing. Like my memory is actually pretty foggy, so like I need to reread at least the last like 30 chapters to get a good, fucking handle on what I'm reading and shit.
It's just like so dense. Like even back in like the Project Manga days when we were reviewing this shit like weekly, and like my like confidence levels of like what was going on in the narrative in Ranger Reject were like at their peak. Like I still felt like I was like not picking up on everything. So it's like
Yeah,
the reread is just like so fucking necessary, man. I can't wait till I find time to do that.
yeah. It's something that needs to
Man,
happen
and
for
we don't
sure.
have Traffy too, so it's like, man, he was the one.
Yeah, he was locked in. I got to
Yeah,
step up now and take over and start doing more Ranger videos. So if you're listening
yeah,
to this, more Ranger content's coming from my personal channel because
yeah.
Traffy was the only other guy.
You need to be the step Papa Traffy now.
Yeah, I gotta be the father that the papa that stepped up. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, not the stepdad, the dad that stepped up.
Yeah.
Fucking Papa Traff, rest his soul. Yeah, but
Rep the guy.
yeah, gotta make some more Ranger content. And some people have been asking me. I had a comment the other day asking like, am I gonna make a video now that like Ranger's coming back in like April? And I was like, hell yeah, I'm doing. I got more videos planned, but I just been lazy and life
Yeah.
been life and
Yep, get in there.
kidney stones and shit. So it's about to get back cooking.
Yeah.
But yeah, good chapter. Sosei's living in, I guess, the hood, like fucking. He
Yeah.
pull up to his crib and he's like, "Is this, it's where I live?" And the chick Momo is like, "This is the place so run down." So he's
Yeah, it
just,
should look like the slums of Midgar right now.
yeah, he bumming it back here. Yeah, I mean they come together. I like that these characters they have their little meetups and shit. They're all on the same show together and shit. They work, and there's been a couple of like screenshots where we've seen them all like watching the episodes and sleeping in their sleeping bags and having dinner and stuff. So these guys are a little tight knit crew. But
Is it just me or does every fucking girl in this story just have gigantic titties?
yeah, Negi, he's kind of doing that. That's his thing.
This nigga horny as hell.
Yeah, he dropping them the bazongas.
Real bazongas, bro. This compie panel on fucking page 15 where they're all like drinking beer, like
Yeah.
It's like, man, that's not even how the physics would work on that, man. Y'all not at all putting they fucking shit into it like that for their shit to be floating up to your fucking. I guess that's just the perspective. Let me chill.
I'll accept it and allow it, yeah.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a light tap, and your shit is floating right now.
She drunk, yo. She throwing that hand up. She got some buzz already.
Yeah, she gotta be.
But yeah, no, good chapter so far. Shinya's backstory is cooking.
Real bussery.
Yeah, just can't wait to see where it goes. And V actually tweeted like a day ago or 2 days ago, I guess, because we're now one chapter behind. A chapter came out like 5 days ago, but it hasn't been translated yet. So
Shit, lock in, V.
Yeah, and he said, I mean, he's been busy. Shout out to V. He said he's been,
V. I love V.
Yeah, life been lifing or whatever. But he was saying, he tweeted like 2 days ago saying that this next chapter was like some of the greatest shit ever, and it was like super big. It was like big Negi praise, and I was like, oh yeah,
come on,
love to see it.
Need that shit.
Yeah, I think it was something along the lines of like this is like one of the best chapters Negi's ever put out type shit.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta go back and look, but I was like, yeah, let's get it, baby. Let's have Negi start off 2025 with a big bang. Yeah, I'm here for it.
I'm all hot and bothered just thinking about it.
Yeah, it's like last time he said something like that. It was the X's fucking the chapter where D entered the space and X's was in there with the office lady attire on.
Oh
and,
yeah,
but he was like, Negi is doing it or whatever, but like I think this time it's probably something on the more serious side because like we're in this crazy backstory. So like shit's gotta hit the fan. Like bodies are hitting the blender.
Yeah, I need that.
Yeah, I need to see
exponentially.
Yeah, exponentially. I need Shinya just stuffing Shinya and Sosei just working together, stuffing bodies down
the drain, dude.
Yeah. It's like, pass me that fucking arm right quick, bro. It's like, I got you, bro. Like,
oh my god.
Yeah, these two just, and then like I can see that. Like they somehow like Shinya just breaks and they working together on some murder shit, and then fucking Sosei just gets a little too out of hand. He's like, nope, I gotta kill you too, Sosei. And now Shinya is the one in charge. It can go so many places.
I gotta kill you, but I'm a clone you.
Yeah, I'm a clone you because I like you and I need you around. You a good face, you're a good,
I mean, as soon as he saw his face, he was like, we should use that dude for Red.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see him being like, you're a psychopath, but I still need you. You gotta go in the ground though.
Good figurehead for the Rangers, yeah. While you do things up front, I'm actually the one pulling strings in the back.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ranger, I mean, it cooks, man. I can't wait to see, when the next chapter comes out. I'll probably start working on my Yellow Keeper video soon since we're starting to get a lot of his information.
Oh yeah, good timing.
Yeah. But yeah, hopefully at some point we get to see what some of these good and bad episodes look like. And
when does season 2 start?
Somebody said April, so I'm guessing that, I don't know, but hopefully we get a trailer soon. But yeah, season 2 should bust. I'm hoping that they go harder, like they do, like they don't do what they did with season 1, and they just go really hard on season 2 and make it a good show, because season 1 was kind of sad. It was fun or whatever, but like they flopped in some areas, and season 2 is kind of where the story picks up and really gets its
starts to buzz.
Yeah, with that dreamy school arc. So we gonna see, but I don't know. I'm a little rusty since it's been a while since we talked about Rangers, so I think I'm squeezed out on this chapter. What about you?
I'm also squeezy.
Okay. If we missed some stuff that you guys think is very important that was in this chapter specifically, because we didn't talk about the last chapters, let us know. That's going to be it for Ranger Reject Chapter 165. So before we get out of here, I just wanted to go over a comment or two from our last video and let you guys know that we're probably going to start doing a comments of the week thing. So, smack the comment button. There's no comment button. Smack the like button, smack the subscribe button, leave some comments, and we'll get to those. We always try to comment and reply to people. We read all the comments. I read all the comments. I'm a fucking freak. But there's some good ones in here. Obviously, we can't get to all of them. Shout out to Rick said you always drop the big books with big comments.
Yeah, big
Love it.
Ricky.
Yeah, you're a real one. I'm not, it's a lot to go over, so I'm not gonna like go crazy and read all that right now. But just the Sakamoto Verge 3194. Since we didn't talk about Kagurabachi, I just wanted to point out your comment. You were talking about chapter 15, page 18. There's a moment where you see like Char's mom and Char, in the paneling, and it's easy to misunderstand like who the characters are or whatever, and you pointed it out. I don't remember if at the time I knew, but still good to know. And
Yeah, that was a good comment. Yeah, that was a really good spot, man. Good job.
Yeah, and then somebody DD Ratsab asked, could they suggest a manga for us? It's a seinen Bosuzoku manga called Bakuin Reto. Be good to discuss in a podcast. Maybe I haven't read it. I don't think Knox has either.
That shit old as hell, ain't it?
Yeah, I looked it up and I think it said it was completed in like 2001. So the main show, this Shonen Pulse show, we are just reviewing weekly manga, but we do have more content coming where we will talk about more things, and it's possible we could end up talking about the Bakuan Reto. I'll keep it,
We'll
in
definitely
mind.
have completed manga content in the future.
Yeah.
Just want to throw that out there. Like, that's definitely happening.
Yeah. Lemon Piece. This was the exact kind of manga podcast I've been looking for. I really needed a new channel. Keep me up to date on new manga out, especially one with black creators. Couple of recommendations. I'd love to hear y'all's opinion on Mad, Ordeal, and Shinobi Undercover. First up, shout out to you. Thanks for
saying that, dude. That's like
yeah.
some of the best kind of comments that we can receive, especially early on in our journey here. So
yeah, for sure.
Thanks for finding us. Thanks for sticking around. Show it to anybody else who you think would feel the same way as you. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. If you got buddies that read manga, definitely like hit them with that share button, man. Just even if they don't like, if they say, they don't watch it or like they don't comment on it, just when I was getting into like watching videos on YouTube and shit, I would just send the video to my homies and like I wouldn't even say nothing. Like I'd be like, check this out. And I wouldn't ask if they watched it, but like if a new episode came out, like when I was watching Project Manga, I just used to drop the video in my group chat and like say, check it out. And nobody ever told me if they did, but like episode 3 came out, I dropped the episode. Episode 4 come out, I just send it because maybe they'll watch it. Who knows? Send it. Be annoying, bro. We need that support.
Yeah.
And about Mad, Ordeal, and Shinobi Undercover, we did review Shinobi Undercover. I did comment. I responded to this comment. We reviewed Shinobi Undercover's first chapter.
Yeah, and the second video that we ever did, right?
Yeah, I think it's our second one. And then we all love Mad. That's just gas.
Mad's so good.
Yeah, but Ordeal, have you read that?
You mean Snore Deal? No, I don't read that garbage. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
I was only saying that in case Sabo was watching.
Oh, Sabo an Ordeal guy?
Sabo is the Ordeal guy, at least in our discussion space.
Unfortunately, Lemon Piece, we won't be reading that then.
it's a webtoon anyway, so it's like
okay.
But it's like I read the first like I don't know like 5 or 6 chapters of it. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm sure it gets like really, really, really good later, but I mean, we're a manga channel right now, so if any webtoon stuff happens, it would be far, far, far off in the future, and it would probably just be the breaker. So,
yeah. One more comment. Abyssal Rift. Shout out to him. He's in a couple group chats with us.
My guy, what's good, dude?
Yeah. He said, Julian is going to be like Julius Caesar and lose all of his lives by the followers, in parentheses, family, he accrues, and then Diana will rampage.
Oh man, I think I saw
buddy.
that comment, dude. That'd be fucking heinous.
Bro, getting Julius Caesar, everyone stabbing him like fucking
Especially
surprise.
heinous, bro. Not in
Bro.
order.
Insane. Like
Hell
surprise,
nah
bitch.
in order.
He just wakes up to like 11 knobs in his belly, yo.
Fuck that, dude. For the watch. Shunk. For the watch.
Oh man.
Shunk.
Do him dirty. I would scream. I kind of want something like that to happen now, but man, that'd be dirty.
I'd be screaming, crying, and throwing up for weeks off that.
Yeah, and then thanks for all the other comments. There's a lot of good ones in there. I responded to most of them. Everybody saying, giving their words for Traffy. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate that. He saw the comments. I did
You
message him.
talk to him?
I sent him some screenshots. It was like, yo, people fucking with you, bro. And he was like, I know I still support y'all, even though I gotta still support the bros, even if I can't make content. So Traffy saw y'all words and he appreciates y'all.
We love you, Traffy. We're pouring honey on you, goat.
Yeah, type shit.
We're
Keep your
stroking
head
you
up,
off
brother.
with honey, goat. Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I mean.
okay.
Sorry.
All righty. All right. So, yeah, that's going to be it for episode 13 of the Shonen Pulse podcast. If you aren't subscribed already for some reason, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. With your buttocks, go ahead and smash the like button with your tongue.
Doggy
And,
style the subscribe button, bro.
Yeah, get real nasty, man. Play ODB. I like it raw. Just go crazy on that in that comment section, yo. Let it loose. Let us know your thoughts. Let us know if our thoughts were crazy. Oh, and check out the Galaxias segment. The first couple of minutes we were talking about possibly replacing it for those who have been asking about Shangri-La Frontier. That might be coming, to a podcast near you. But more details in that segment. It's in the first like 3 minutes, so you don't have to listen to the whole Galaxias segment if you're not a Galaxias guy. But you should be a Galaxias guy for the time being.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully, I didn't forget anything. Thank y'all for watching, and we'll talk to you later. Holla.